Musical my boy up on the map.
Yeah! What's good, guys? Your boy Hugo the Savage back again for another, the third one in the installment, the big one. It is the UEFA Champions League 2023 live from Istanbul, Manchester City versus Inter Milan. Inter Milan versus Manchester City. Can Manchester City win their first Champions League trophy and put down a stamp as one of the big European clubs globally? Or can Inter Milan, can they do it? Can they make it number 4? It'll be their first one since 2010, since Mourinho times. Aye. It's looking spicy still. I know that Man City's the favourites and that, and you know, man want me to do the bias thing and all that, but I'm going to keep it, I'm going to put it straight down the middle like a WWE ref in 2002, bruv, you know, like that. And I'm just going to keep it whatever, bruv. Now, let's talk about these teams right now before I get to the chat. Big up everyone inside. If we go team for team, Manchester City have the better team. If we just go on what's been going on this past season, you would argue, and I won't argue against it, Manchester City is the best team in the world right now. Now, to which level are they the best team? How far away from everyone else are they? I don't think they're particularly far away from everybody else, but they have put the dominance in the Prem this season, and they got better as the season went along. They picked up 2 trophies already. This is number 3. If they get it, it will be their treble winners, just like their noisy neighbours, Manchester United. But anybody ruling Inter Milan now is crazy. It's internationale right now. You know about the history of Milan. 3 Champions League trophies, San Siro and all that. You already know what they was on back in the day. You get me? So, yeah. I see what everyone's saying and that. Let's get to the chat, man. Big up everyone inside. Big up John. Big up Anna. Big up Enz. Big up Redbird. Redbird said he can't bring himself to watch the Cheetahs win. Have a great stream, guys. Big up Redbird. Listen, if you love football, just watch it, man. You know, like that. I mean, I'm not telling people how to live and what to say. I don't see Manchester City as cheaters because they haven't cheated. You know what I mean? The players on the pitch, they've worked hard like all the other players around the world, and they've done their best to get over the line, and they've got to the final hurdle now. Can they make it, or do the triple from that hurdle and let Donny run past them? Who knows, man? You know what I mean? So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. But I get your point and stuff like that. But let's be honest, man, you don't have to watch the trophy ceremony. You know what I mean? If they start punching up into Milan, you just turn it off and get about your business right now, you know, like that. But big up, man. Big up John Conway. Big up Savage. And it's a big up Savage as well. Love. And big up, bro. Love, brother. Yeah, man. John has it. Man City 1, Inter Milan 2. Enz has it. Man City 1, Inter Milan 2. A lot of 2-1s floating around. Hey, man. Listen, it's a one-off game, innit? Now, I can't lie. I don't want Man City to win anyway. But I really don't want you to win in Istanbul, innit? Like, that's our thing now, innit? Like, that's history cemented itself. 2005, we've done the combat thing against the Milan team. I don't want you coming smoking a Milan team in the same place and that, trying to, you know what I mean? Try and stample all over our thing. But it ain't about us, so I get that. Yeah, man. Inter Milan for the win, bro. You already know. I think I'm going to go with 1-0 still. 1-0. N said, I did say 1-0 to Inter, but I feel City will score. It's hard to bet against them, man. But if I'm honest, usually when City lose a game, it's 1-0, innit? They very rarely get beaten up by anybody. In fact, I don't remember them being beat up by anyone. And yeah, the Brentford game was 1-0, I think. Yeah, I mean, it's currently showing the Depot Mayfield in Manchester. Looks amazing. And Anna's on the... I don't know who's watching the performances right now, if I speak.
They're watching the game at some point.
Yeah, cold, isn't it? Yeah. But did that Anfield, didn't they?
Oh,
yeah. We had to get tickets. I'm not mad at what they're trying to do with the performances and that. It just never hits. But hold on a minute, I didn't realize there's Donny's dancing behind her too. Bro. What's going on, bruv? Well, going for Freddie Mercury in the back, bruv. Look him. Got the Danny Dyer moustache and that, bruv. But she's cold still. You know what I mean? Ain't gonna lie, bruv. You should have just got Bad Bunny out here, man. You know what I mean? Okay. Looking like a crip and that, bruv. On crip. You know that, bruv. Crip. You know what I mean? Big up everyone inside, though. All right, the dance is kind of cold still. I don't know about man them dancing to it, though. It's a bit zesty, bruv. It's a bit lemon zest and that, but... You know what it is, bruv? It's because look how far away the fans are from where she is.
Yeah.
Like, what do you get to watch, really? You have to look on the screen. Hey, man ain't complaining. It's good, you know what I'm saying? Let's do your thing. I know Burna Boy's going to bring that meaty song out in a minute. But why this girl got so much energy, bro? Tell you what, bro, she better than Camila Cabello and that. She done smoked up a whole Champions League vibe, bro. You know what I mean? Man them were hot and then got cold, bro. Talking about we got an hour to wait. Well, one for Ethan Ego and that, bro. What's going on? But yeah, big up to everyone inside, man. Just remember the game is over on BT Sports YouTube channel. So hopefully if anyone's doing a watch along, you know what I mean, slap that on your phone or do the opposite round, slap me on your phone and then do it that way and come chop it up, man, and let's vibe out on it. Should be decent still, should be fat and decent. Nah, me, mate. Fat and decent, man. But yeah, man, obviously anyone joining the watch along, well, to the man them, I put the thing in the group already. So yeah. Let me know, man. Little watch party and that. It's a nice, relaxed one for me. I'm here with Brown Chang and that, man. It's live, man. I've got no dog in the fight in it. Of course, I want Inter Milan to win, but realistically, if they don't, it's not going to upset my night, bro. You know what I mean? I don't know any Man City fans, bro. I think I know 2. So, here's what it is. Also, not hated, though. If they win it, they would have deserved it because they smoked everyone in the tournament. They beat Real Madrid. They beat Bayern. Yeah, man. They beat the best teams, though. Where did Burna Boy just come from, bruv? Man just wrapped in foil and that, bruv. Like, you know what I mean? Like you just had a car crash, you know? They just wrapped you in foil and that, bruv. What?
They're coming out to Burna Boy.
That's what I'm thinking, bro. You're just trying to distract up the man, then, bruv. How many years do you think it's going to take before football's like the NFL with the halftime shows?
Like an hour-long
Oh, my God, bruv. When I watch them, you know I love like the Super Bowl and that, but I swear to you, but when them halftime shows coming out, I'm like, bro, if you're a sportsman, bro, if you're a sportsman, bro, you literally gone from being all amped up with the momentum to just relaxing. Yeah. Dumfries' head shape don't look as mad now because he's got the curly thing. He has got a mad head shape in it. Yeah. I tried to tell Zabiri this, bro. Like, I don't want him at Liverpool because of his head shape, bro.
That's the reason you wouldn't want it.
Yeah, I don't want him, bro. That head shape's mad still. Like a Ninja Turtle in that, bro. Ake looks serious still. Yeah, I'm saying. Big up, John. How are you? I'm all right, man. I'm all right, John. Can't complain on that. Got some work done this morning. Chill out with my boy and Pablo all day. You know what I mean? The weather's too hot for me, though. I can't lie, bro. I stepped out of the house, bro. Felt like someone dashed over in my face, bro. But I had to come back in. Look at Barella, bro. Tiny you know.
Just come to us, man.
I'm telling you, bro. These men will go to war still. Come on in tonight. You know, there it is. There's the trophy. Donny just put his hands all over it. You couldn't just wear gloves? No. Safe. Disrespectful still. Not trying to be arrogant about Liverpool, obviously, because we every time we've been to the final, we haven't won.
Yeah.
But it does feel like, because we've been in it so often in the last like 5 years and that, it feels like it doesn't feel right that we're not in it.
Yeah.
Because even the thing you won, what Bayern beat PSG in the final, that was the COVID one, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we got knocked out by Atletico. But the tournament was kind of ass and we were good. It felt like if we beat them, we would have won the tournament. I ain't gonna try and blame Madrid, but I'm just saying, bro. That's when Morata turned up and them man brought COVID into the country. And that's them man just said, yeah, we all knew this. These Spanish fans are like, yeah, we knew we had COVID, bro, but we knew we had COVID, but we wanted to watch the game, bro. So Scousers hold that. That's what happened, bro.
Can you hear me, lad?
Did someone just call sick connect just jumping you?
Nah, it's Fonza.
Oh, okay. I made that up still. There's no sick connect, bro.
I don't even get this one.
Well, is that working again?
Yo, nah, it doesn't work on this controller for some reason. I have to put it right here to speak through it. But then when it's on the other controller, it works still.
Why did you use the other headset then?
The other set, it does it with all of them. You have to put it. I don't know why. It's just it's the controller.
Weird. Put some of that water back in the bowl. I mean, you can use my pad with the wire if you want. Because I don't need to pause this now. The game's on now.
Yeah.
Well, man like Eden and that. You know what I mean? Fatty now, mate. Oh, you even... Surely you should just connect on it with the Pussy Owl's blood. Pussy Patrol. Haaland looks scared. He doesn't look scared. Look at me lying. Haaland looks scared. He doesn't ever look scared, bro. De Bruyne gets, let me talk! Let me talk! Big up everyone inside, man. Everyone knows, man. I hate Man City, bro. I don't hate them, but I don't like them, bro. Like, I don't like the kit. I don't like the blue moon thing, the baby blue. It's all meaty, bro. I don't like it, bro. Big up Bailey. Come on, inside. Big up Savage. Come on inside. You know the vibes, bro. Yeah. Savage Spurs Joker again. Levy says if Kane goes, we can easily put Richarlison. Richarlison top goal scorer next season. You already know the vibes, man. Nah, and you want me to be 100% honest? If Richarlison plays up front for you next season, I actually don't think he'll be that bad, bro. I'm being serious. He obviously is not going to be Harry Kane level, though. But you're working, huh?
Nah, he can hear me. We can hear me. You got the game on. Yeah.
Polish referee.
Come on into that.
VAR assistant from Germany.
James is coming on it.
My guy, you know. Brozovic and that, bruv. Gunman. Punch you up in a... Yeah, I mean.
Oh, is that the Blues game? Oh, that Blues. That's it, they don't have Blues games on. They're probably watching it.
Almo's World. I know, man. I'm having a background crisis here, man. I don't like it. I have to change up background right now, but I have to change up the background right now. Don't really like it still. Let me just change up the background right now. Yes, sir. Dzeko, Latar. Oh, my God, Martinez, bro. Nah, man. Haaland look like he come to kill someone still. You know, like that. Haaland like come to damage a done still.
And you got the Champions League braids.
The Champions League braids, bro. You know, like that. Come on.
Nico de Barella.
I don't know, man. Something about that Paramount don't look right on a football top, you know, bro. Pablo digging his way to China, you know them way. Aye! We're about to kick off Champions League, you know. I said to my son, man, I can't believe I have to hype myself up for a Champions League final, but now it's here, man. I'm just a lover of football, bro. You can't hate me for that. You know what I mean? I don't even care if you lot can hear my TV every bonnet, bro, because this game after can go to hell. Oh, he's my favorite player today.
Come on, boys. Come on.
He's getting the 1 day special, you know, like that. We're off, guys. We're off. You know, all of that. All right, listen to that, bro. Big goal kick in that. Settings. Inside. Let them come. Prime. Hope everyone's good, man. Hope everyone got their little snacks and that little drink. I mean, let me know, man. Can you guys eat when football's on? I can't. Like my son knows, I don't eat when football's on. Innit? Well, not Liverpool games anyway. I can't. I don't think I eat when anyway. Maybe I can watch a Champions, like a Championship game. You know what I mean? I don't mind watching like Scunthorpe versus Dagenham and Redbridge and that.
If John Stone scores, I'm alright. Oh, flip's sake, man.
Jekko nearly pulled his whole hamstring trying to control it.
Jekko used to play for him.
Yeah. Okay, Pep, looking like the mafia boss and that. The boss. Oh, yeah, Cheeto, don't worry about it, man. I'm all right, man. You can hear it still. It's all good, bro. If you can make out the words, it's a little bit different than that. But Bonnie, man, I'm trying to have I need the vibes, you know, like that. So if you can hear a crowd, they can't copyright a crowd, bro. I'll just tell them it's a different intergame, you know, like that. The most they'll do is block the video after, bro, and I couldn't give a damn who watches it after, bro. Hey, who's coming back to watch this after, bro? I'll clip it up, innit? Although my World Cup video was one of the legendary videos, bro. You know what I mean? Had a bunch of man them and that trying to cook Messi and that. Certain man called Messi Curry Goat, bro, on screen. So it is what it is, man. Nah, Cheeto, it's all right, man. You know what I mean? I've been in this game a long time now, man. So they can claim the video. This video ain't gonna make no money. I'm not monetized anyway. But when I get monetized, the volume's going off, bro. But big up though. 12 in the chat, only 6 likes. Yeah, and I tell them, yeah, I mean, yeah, Dana, bro. Yes, come on. Yeah, big up, man. No, I'm good, Cheeto. Honestly, I'm good, bro. Like 1 a minute, I don't really care. Love for the love, though, everyone. Should be interesting, man. Inter don't concede many goals, but oh god, Haaland's in already. Haaland!
Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh, it's gonna be a problem all game, man. He ain't showed up for weeks. Now he's just gonna be on.
You know about man just put him in the hyperbolic time chamber like Vegeta and Trunks, bruv, and said, listen, go relax, bruv. Man like Inzaghi. He's offside, man. Yeah. But he's a problem for sure.
Imagine he got injured this game.
Haaland?
Yeah, like in the first 10 minutes.
Hey, I ain't saying I want it to happen, but I ain't saying anything else, bruv. Be careful there. No goalkeeper mistakes tonight, please. Oh, yeah. Dumfries versus Ake. Haha. Teammates.
They were teammates, I'm not saying.
Dumfries play for Netherlands?
Oh, yeah. I thought you sounded about club.
No, Netherlands, bro. Yeah, mate. Big up, John. Bailey said, sadly, think 3-0, but Lukaku off the bench. Hopefully. Savage heard Chiesa might be available for 40 mil. Yeah, man, it's the talk going around, man. I heard certain man say Chiesa was shit. Them man don't know what they're talking about. Chiesa's a bad boy. I'll take him at Liverpool, obviously. The only problem you ever have with Chiesa is that he had that really bad injury. Apart from that, you know what I mean? It's one of those ones. You really think Tielemans is random as you think, bro?
Yeah, no, because I didn't. No, I mean it's random because I didn't hear anything about it.
Because Emery, Conference League football.
No, I don't think there's signings really. I think I didn't hear anything about it at all.
Oh, yeah, they put a list out 3 days ago of all the players that are free to go. I think Indeed is on the list as well. But like I said to you, man, he already lives in the Midlands, bro. Keep his same house. He probably has to travel less to work because the Villa thingy training grounds in Tamworth, isn't it? Yeah. So this is a live for him still. Grealish with a quick turn. Gundogan's in. Gundogan moving. Gundogan with the ball. John Stone steps inside.
Oh, don't let General score.
Rodri.
I just said I want him to.
Bernardo. On the right hand side, he's going to cut in. Bernardo's going to cut in. Here comes the goal. Here comes the boo. No, Bernardo! Oh my God!
Jesus Christ!
The warning signs are there for Inter already. They just let Bernardo step inside every time he tries to whip it in the far left corner. It
just doesn't feel like a Champions League final, to be honest.
So close. Wagwan for Don DeMarco. Literally Don DeMarco. Yeah. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Big up Bayesian.
City fans are the same, man.
Bayesian said, I ain't watching this game at all. Watch it, man. You love football. You know the vibes, bruv. Come on, you know the vibes. You know what I'm saying? Salah backup was coming back to form near season, and Barella is another one. Barella was the number one midfielder I wanted. Actually, it was second because I wanted him or Bellingham at the time. Barella again with his injury, but he's dope, man. Italian guy doing it, you know what I mean? Poster boy for Italy at the moment, so interesting though. Actually, Barella's one of them that I don't think will leave Inter still, but Chiesa's a different one. I don't know. It's hard to know about reports with them kind of people because when you just hear 40 for Chiesa, sounds crazy. I know that Juve's been in their troubles and that, but a season and a half ago, you're talking about 80. So, but definitely interesting. He ain't coming to know Liverpool to be a backup to Salah though. That's not what Chiesa's about to do. So, it's been like this all season, man. But Man City's not the team. Basically, they want you they hold on to the ball as much as they can. So you force the press, and then they try and beat you on the counter attack. But the problem is actually, no, that problem isn't there, is it? I was just about to say the problem is Carl Walker's at the back, but he's not.
They're not playing it.
I can't see him. Yeah. Because now when they line up Stones, it just shows Stones in midfield now, isn't it? Man said Barella watch, man. Yeah, I've been watching him all season, man. He's cold, bro. Like there's no doubt about his talent now, man. He's one of the coldest midfielders in the world at the moment. But yeah, very interesting, man. But love for the love, man. Big up everyone in the chat. Good, the ones on the ball in midfield. Okay, Brozovic. Stepper. Yeah.
There you go.
Gonna have to be patient with Inter because Man City's way better than them, bro. So it's just one of those ones. But nah, it's Meady still. Meady pass forward. But Edison's touched the ball now. Yeah, Brozovic is on it still.
He went down. It would have been a foul.
On Brozovic?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gundogan couldn't even see. He came from behind him, innit? So. Almost wild. Why am I singing? Bro, I don't even know why that came into my head still. I used to watch Almo back in the day, Channel 5, early morning and that. I used to watch Almo, Milkshake, Noddy, and then Bear in the Big Blue House. Remember that thingy, High Five? What was on Milkshake? It was like five dons. I think they're from Australia. And they used to dance and all that. Like, listen. Gunman thing, bruv. You already know what it is, man. Mr. Tumble.
Hello, you.
Bear in the Big Blue House is my vibe still. The moon, the bear, and the big blue house will be waiting for you to come and play. And he'd just be like, bye now. Bye. And then bro, the thing what used to kill me is the program would start. Listen, when I was a kid, yeah, they didn't have the interactive programs like how Dora is. Like Dora would be like, Rojo, can you say Rojo? And then she'll just wait for you to say it and that. And she'll be like, oh, that's right, Rojo. Or she'd be like, yeah, because you used to freak out. She used to be like, ocean, grass, polar bear mountain. Can you see polar bear mountain? You just be at the screen like, Dad, that's polar bear mountain. And then she'd be like,
I'll get mad because she's just watching.
You put the mouse on you and you click. That's right, polar bear mountain. You got it right. And then you just dash something in Spanish for no reason, bro. But Bear in the Big Blue House, when it started, after he'd walk into the house, he'd go to walk off and he'll turn around and go, And he'd start sniffing the screen and like, hey, have you been eating corn? Because you smell all corny. And I'll just be looking at myself like, big man, I ain't eating no corn, bro. It's 5 a.m. Hey, listen, you know what it is. Here we go. Ball in the box. Oh. We're moving like them championship fans, bro. You know the ones who just think that wasn't even close, bro. I like them fans who they call for a penalty. It's in the centre circle and it's a foul penalty.
My mum says penalty in our half.
Yeah, you know the championship one. Oh, your shit. Ah. Yeah, man, you already know how it goes. Big up Amin. Big up, man. Big up 12, man. What you saying, brother? I'm well, man. I hope you're well, man. I hope you're watching the video and that, bro. match on YouTube. I don't know if you're watching on American TV, but it's on YouTube as well if you want to watch the same thing. Yeah, but today we get to see him against the team we regularly play against, so we get a better group. Yeah, they do get a better grasp. But to be fair, man, a lot of the Italian teams are better than the Prem teams as well. But yeah, I understand what you mean. I mean, it says big up Savage and Savage Jr. Yeah, big up, man. Gee, though, Man City doing the 4-2-4. Nah, it's not fully like that. Pretty much for most of the game, Stones will be in midfield. Interesting though. It's interesting how to do it because theirs is different to Liverpool's. I know everyone likes to think that we both got inverted right back, so that's how it works and that. But if you watch Stones, he doesn't play like Trent at all. Ugh. Go on, Martinez, you scumbag. Oh, you kept it in there, kid. Dive. Can't trust this guy to do nothing, bro. Dive, free kick. Oh, man. Latoro. What happened to him, man? He didn't do anything wrong, actually. Let me see this part. It's all right, Pablo. Don't worry about, man. That's some next hound and that. Oh, yeah, I mean, I saw that, man. Come on. You think I live under a rock? Did I hear Benzema went to Saudi Arabia? Come on, you know the vibes, man. I'm ahead of the curve when it comes to these transfers and that. You know what I'm saying? Saudi just brought everything, bro. Everyone talking about Saudi buying up these Prem players. They brought golf, bro. They brought golf. No, they brought the whole organization. They brought it last week, bro. You know the PJs and all that. Saudi own it, bro. They just brought the whole thing. They're trying to buy all the sports, bro. And I know why, bro. Because they're trying not to make sure they're trying to diversify the portfolio and that because they can't have all the money looking like it comes from the oil money. We know about that oil money right now. Big got Enzen said, who's playing the best, bro? Nobody really. City's more the ball, but to be fair to Inter, apart from Haaland having the chance earlier and then Bernardo, they've gone forward a few times. Very measured at the moment from both teams, but they can afford to be patient. There we go. There's the ball. Haaland. Okay. Lovely control there. There we go. Latoro, do something, man. Remember that goal Latoro scored against us? Can you do that today? Yeah, the screamer that was. Yeah. Okay, done. DeMarco. Shit like that. That's the guy, you know. That's the guy, you know. Yeah, you don't want none of Don DeMarco. Come on, shit like that. You know, like the... All right, hey, relax, man. It's not that time, man. Take the loop off and that. Okay. Would you take Brozovic at Liverpool? I like him, but yeah, I don't really want to get into that thing where because we've been so bad, I feel I'll answer yeah to everyone. So no, just based on my son just kind of made the same point. Plays like Fabinho. I think if Liverpool's doing a rebuild, that one of your people? No, but I mean, is it your person or my thing? Oh, I don't know who Oliver is, bro. But what I meant is,
There you go.
I think if there's a rebuild at Liverpool, the one thing that some rebuilding teams do, they get a few experienced players in here or there. I'm talking about experience with age and whatever, but we don't really need them because we've got that already. So the age profile what Liverpool's been going for is what I would go for. Age profile for me would be between like 20 and 25 at the moment. Because obviously Diaz and Jota and all that just turned 26 about a month ago, so that makes sense. And if you go back and look, that's the same age we got all of them, Salah and Mane and that. So, I was actually trying to look into that the other day because now we talk about age a lot. It's actually the amount of go on. That's a foul, ref. There's if you look at the experience of players at Liverpool, bro, normally got a couple hundred games, like not a couple hundred, about 120, 110 games in their legs before we get them. So makes sense, man. I like it though. If we don't get DM, would you take Amrabat? Kevin, you might want to go watch all my other videos, bro. Because Amrabat is the guy I want. I would take I don't want to say it, man. I'll take Amrabat over some of the people that we're linked to already, bro. I'm not joking, man. Amrabat's cold, bro. I know Liverpool fans tried to turn their back on him after the World Cup. Like everyone was excited for one whole month about Amrabat. He was in everyone's thumbnails and that. Then it was over. But who City? I don't think City's doing a 4-2-4. I mean, their formation changes out of possession, and in possession it changes. So John Stones drops back into 4 when they're defending. Obviously, in offense they go forward, and he's not in defense then. So. Yeah, Foden, Carl Walker, and that, bro. Riyad's off, isn't he?
I think Mahrez has been one of their best players this season.
Yeah, last season was his best season, though. Okay, there we go.
Lautaro, man.
The problem with oil is non-renewable sources. Society entirely moves from it. Whatever it's supposed to. Yeah, that's what I mean, Chito. That's literally the reason why they're trying to move into sports more, because anyone who thinks that the sports don't make them money, it doesn't. It's not enough. They've got way more money than the sports can give them at the moment. But when things change and things become more sustainable, they're going to need something. So it's the best commodity to go into, isn't it? It's not the same when everyone was going to China before, because they had problems after. But this money is different compared to China, bro. So Kevin says, I agree. Amrabat is good DM. I'll take him or Pauline. Kevin, me and you, we got the same. I got videos on it, man. I told man this beginning of the season. My son said the same, but Paulina is cold, bro. I would have taken him, Amrabat in the bro. Come on, bro. You know the vibes, bro. I'm on that still. But Amrabat's my guy still. He's the aggression is aggressive, like that.
There you go, well done.
Only thing with Paulino permanently look like he's 52, but looks good for his age. You know them man who just old but look good for their age. Yeah. Not old, but yeah. That's what he looks like still.
I can see a Callan.
You're right, bro.
I can see a Callan.
Special needs you, bro.
A Callan screamer in this game.
Your score screamer. That's a good tackle. Okay, the kick after wasn't. Big up everyone inside.
What do you think the score is? Yeah, everyone's saying 2-1. I think it's, I was about to say, I think it's 1-0 in the last minute or something.
Haaland, here we go. Did this man just header a through ball? What in the Ivan Drago's going on here, bruv? If he dies, he dies.
Jesus. So.
There's no easy way out. There's no shortcut home. Man like Darmian, Manchester United legend. I know United fans hate that, so I'll just say it. What I'm going to say is I don't want to be that guy. But who's done better since he left? Man, you or Darmian, bruv? Yeah, SmackDown was dope still. SmackDown was dope. Savage does play forward role in midfield. Matt 10. No, I don't think he plays. I think if we play the same formation we've been playing, he slots in where Hendo plays at the moment. But it's a weird one because he's played every position pretty much in midfield. But for Brighton, he played in the 6. He played in the double pivot with Caicedo, and he was the guy that was receiving the ball from the goalkeeper from steal and moving. Oh, there we go, little dink. Oh! But yeah, he was the guy receiving there, so he can play far back, and I think he will. To be fair, he's going to control our midfield. In fact, what Thiago was doing, which Thiago's still there, by the way, and that's my guy, bruv. But what Thiago's been doing, he will be able to do that with more legs in it because he doesn't get injured as much. Don't want to curse him or anything like that, but so that's what I'm looking for the controller. But can you imagine the day when Thiago and Ali Matt play on the pitch at the same time and that, bruv? Matt 10 settings and that. Yeah, I'm saying. But yeah, I love it, man. And obviously you got the Thuram and Kone links and that. Kone is my favorite out of both of them too, but I like both of them. But Kone is too techy with it, bruv. But Barella is one of them aggressive small dons. Just mad at his height and that, bruv. But yeah, football's gone to pot already, man. There's no wage caps in football. They're never going to have them. And we all know what happened, man. This is what happens when you tell people no to the Super League. When you tell people no to Super League and that, hey, they're just like, you know what? Saudi said, we'll just make our own Super League then. How about that?
When you telling me after school like the Super League,
It's playing Real Madrid 4 times a season and that, bro. Big monies though. You get like some stupid millions for just being in it, and you can't get relegated. But football's not fun if you can't get relegated, bro. Honestly, go on, Jacko. You know what I mean, man? Like, play it, yo. It's a good tackle, ref. Oh, ref, man. That De Bruyne back, yeah, man, like KD Bizzle, just back defending and that. Kevin McAllister and that. Kevin! Yeah, man, I know you that messed up some of you like home, bro. Your ears just went in it. If you got headphones in, it's problems and that, bro. Hey, you already know what it is, bro. Man, I'm saying, bro. Man got hood Tourette's, bro. Just deal with that. Hood Tourette's, bro. It's just Tourette's what you get from living in the hood too long, bro. It's just trauma and that, bro. Bro, I lived in the deep hood, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? Interpress, nice, not gonna lie. Yeah, they're very good, man. They're very structured.
See, you're all over the place. You just keep getting through.
Yeah. The key for Inter is just to bully them and stay. Referee! Oh, no. Here we go. Crack Grealish.
It'll be big for Jack to score in a Champions League final.
It'll be massive. Mama's still on the floor, bro. Come on.
I'm gonna be happy about that if Jack scores all your funds.
Jack Grealish.
I said you ain't gonna be happy.
All right, Arthur. All right, Arthur. Made me down to Gaddison.
All the Blues fans are gonna be fuming if he scores.
Arthur. My brother, Tommy Shelby. All right, Arthur. I'll give you one more time. Michael's and Michael. If we go in that pub and he sets us up, take him out, Arthur. Meet me down the Gaddison, son. By order of the Peaky Blinders. Arthur Shelby, by order of the Peaky fucking Blinders. Yeah, blood, if you know what Peaky Blinders right now. Yeah, man. Put a bit of danger in, man, and let man know you can't come to Birmingham, just do a mad thing, bro. I let man know, bro. We're in Birmingham. We don't wear peak hats and that with blades in it, but Birmingham's not a nice place to come and just think you can do a mad thing. You get punched up, bro. Please elaborate why you would take Amrabat and why you choose him over the midfield we are looking. Yeah, Cheeto put it, but Amrabat's. It's because of the position in it. So the players that we got, especially Kone, he can play in the six. I know people keep saying he can't play in the six, but I've seen him play in the six loads. I know he falls in that position a lot. I feel Amrabat's a bit more experienced than both of them in that position anyway, than anyone we've been linked to in that sixth position. He's got the legs. He doesn't get tired. He's way more solid. He even when he puts in tackles and that, whether he has to go to ground or it's a standing tackle, he normally retains possession pretty well and does the simple stuff. And if you need him to spread the long ball, he's got that in his locker as well. So that's it for me. I think he's one of them risk-averse ones, man. I think he becomes a superstar at Liverpool if he plays for us still. Talk to me.
Yeah, both.
What do you say?
If Inter go to pens, do you think they win or not?
Yeah. I think Inter win on pens. Although these Italian clubs ain't been doing too well in this European stuff, but that'll be 3 of them lost if they lose this, isn't it? But yeah, that's the one. But I would choose. It's hard, man. It's hard, man. Being linked to all these guys, and I don't know, man. I mean, realistically, McAllister's already in. Kone, Thuram. I think most people are looking at them in the 8 position, and if that is the case, then in the 6 is Fab or Bajcetic. I think. Oh God, De Bruyne's in. He fell over. But Bajcetic is to me he's going to be a superstar at Liverpool, but he's still very young. So you're going to need rotation for him. I still love Fabinho, but He's not going to get better than he already is. So because he's not going to get better, you're hoping that he's going to get fitter than he already is. And what? Why didn't you shoot?
God, man.
And he ain't got the legs for that. So then I'm looking at, well, you get the best way to replace people is to get their replacement in while they're at the club. You don't wait to the transfer window and then get rid of them. You get them in. So yeah, you know what I mean? It's like Diaz was through the door. Mane already moved to the 9, but we've got a left winger in while Mane was there. That way, when Mane did decide to leave, it was like, all right, we've got a left winger. We've already got strikers, so it's not a problem. Like if Salah left now, we'd be screwed on the right wing. Which the thing is, Harvey's best on the right wing. Just means you're not going to get the goals from there. But I think the goals should be shared out more amongst. Like I'm not saying I prefer it for Salah's sake, but you'd prefer that if Salah got 20 and the rest of them got 15, then Salah just getting 30, and then the rest like scrapping here and there. But I'll take it how it is though. Trying to think who else, man. Yeah, see, Enz said the same. Enz wants Amrabat as well. Amrabat's cold, bruv. I honestly don't think this just. Oh, Haaland's in here. This is a goal. Haaland!
Oh, what a save! Onan always shows up, man. Even in the game against Tottenham, the Ajax Tottenham game.
Grealish, man, like crack Grealish. Don't let Rodri shoot from there. Oh, Grealish is going to be a penalty if he cuts inside, away. Man, like, no, see, the head shape has got the air of velocity and that, bro. The equilibrium of the side of the current space-time continuum. That's what. Oh God, they're gonna do it again. Yo, tell Don DeMarco to relax, bro. Don DeMarco, shit like that. But yeah, N City wants Amrabat as well. Come on, you know the vibes, bro. Amrabat at 25 million is a good value, and the way we move could probably get him for 20. Payments over 4 years, which is nothing at this market. I mean, it depends where you get the value from. I think if Amrabat costs 25 million, you just pay the 25 million up front, man. Because if that's the case, if what's been reported, then for 100, and if the players we've got, the player we got in, the players we've been reported to get, and then Amrabat on top of that, you're talking about 4 midfielders for 125, 130 mil.
I don't like this.
Which we was almost gonna spend that on one person. Because remember, we're speaking about Bellingham, but we were gonna buy Tchouaméni the season before, and he was gonna cost the same. So, it's a great tackle. Here you go, Diaz pushing forward. Diaz moving with the full through midfield. Diaz still got the ball. Pass Brozovic. KDB up and coming. He's gonna cut inside. He's gonna shoot. KDB with the whip. Big keeping. Big up Amin. I'm not ignoring you, man. I'm just trying to keep it on football today and not too much wrestling. But SmackDown was good. Give it a 7 out of 10 solid on it. You know what I mean? If Roman Reigns ain't there, then they ain't gonna get higher than a 7 out of 10. No, that much. Here we go. Good one going forward. Haaland's made a through. Grealish in the box. Inter Milan need to calm the game down now. They're moving a bit. You know what I mean? You don't want to start getting to the counter-attack of football. Look at KDB, man. Runs like a fat girl, bruv.
Who do you think's going to get on the score sheet?
I think Latoro's going to score. Yeah. That's a foul. Yeah, SmackDown was good, bro. SmackDown was good. Obviously, Bloodline story setting. You know the vibes. Yeah, it's right at the keeper still, but he did well to keep a solid hand there. That ends he does, man. So I told you already, but certain footballers are like, I don't know, man. Couple cheat days away from being fat. Tielemans. If Tielemans and KDB were in prison together, that's a couple right there. Because I'm not trying to be a dickhead in that, but don't Tielemans have a bit of Emily Sandé about him? He's got if Emily Sandé got fat and done the lesbian trim. Yeah. See, that's Tielemans, bruv. Oh shit. Every final this guy's down, you know. Bruv. Oh no. Is his hamstring?
Yeah, he's done.
This
could be over for City fans.
Yeah, you got him. The thing is, like, I don't like stuff like this because it's football at the end of the day. I don't want man to get hurt. And KDB's KDB in it, but surely not again.
You gotta let him talk, man.
Oh, now he's swearing and everything, bro. He's not.
He's not happy, is he? He knows that he's done.
Because I don't think anybody hurt him either. I think
Yeah, he just went down.
Let me talk! Let me talk! Let me talk!
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. He's going to stay on the pitch. He's going to injure himself worse.
the thing he done it. Carl Walker did it against Madrid
Yeah.
last season. But Carl Walker's he's calling to come back on already. Look at Pep.
What did Pep?
Pep's arguing with him.
Oh,
I think he's trying to tell him not to go. Yep, he just ran back on. So KDB said, "Listen, we cannot replace you. We cannot."
If you see KDB crying in the second half, his hamstring fell out.
That's Pep at half time. How do you feel about KDB being injured? You see, I'm so happy. More than you can believe. I'm happy. I'm very happy. Yeah, happy. Happy New Year. More than you can believe. More than you can believe. We cannot replace him. That was the day when Pep Guardiola's missus knew, I can't trust this man, bruv. She watched him cry. Okay, KDB, balling. She watched him cry on national TV. Said they can't replace him. Well, Haaland was on his way, bruv.
Yeah, look at him. He knows he's done. He's just trying to.
Yeah, I can't lie. I do feel bad for him. I feel bad for anyone who gets an injury like that, bro. There he goes here. Oh no, that's not showing it. I don't know why.
Trying to play on, and he's going to mess himself up. So I'd rather him come off the pitch so he doesn't mess himself up.
No, but for you know what he's thinking. The season's done, so he'd rather just stay on the pitch and continue, bro.
Yeah, sure.
But if KDB's not that guy, and if he's too injured, he'll just take himself off because you're risking it for your team then. But here we go, into going forward, play down the wing. These man playing FIFA, bro. These man playing FIFA with the Foden's coming on.
Yeah, it's done.
Man like Philippe Foden and that.
That could actually be a big problem for City then. That not having KDB. Who's going to feed into Haaland?
You want to know something? It might make them better, bro.
Nah, but there's the Haaland thing. Though.
Nah, bruv, when KDB's on the pitch, all they do is give the ball to him. That's all they do. So for Inter, it's like Mark KDB can't do anything, bro. Now it's not. All of a sudden, who the marking? Who the stopping Grealish or the stopping Foden? The stopping Bernardo or the stop? They don't know what to do then. It's a simple game. You should know this because this happened with Liverpool. If it's like Trent getting injured,
Yeah.
it's like it should make Liverpool worse. But say Trent was having an average game. All we do is pass the ball to Trent. Or when Thiago's playing, all we do is pass the ball to Thiago. So one of them, man. But yeah, it's one of them. KD, it's football, isn't it? So I ain't gonna try to make no jokes about being injured. But he looks. I'm watching him walk and that. He's not hobbling or anything like that. But
You can tell that it's not.
yeah, oh no, man. Yeah, Inter in the final third. They definitely need to be a bit better. They're a bit panicky at the moment. It's hard not to just play your regular game in it because they're thinking about the might of City. But I don't know about this Guardiola though. If KDB is injured and you're looking to take him off Foden, there's 10 minutes till half time. So keeping him on ain't smart, bro. I know you might be trying to make it to half time so they can assess him properly, but shit can go wrong, man. Watching him move with the ball. Here we go. Stones.
Yeah, they're doing it on purpose, isn't it?
I don't know, man. Stones is moving like a prime midfielder right now, bro. Here we go.
Watch KDB will go score now.
Ball in, Bernardo. Stones is up front at the moment, bro. But they don't know what to do when Bernardo gets the ball at all, bro. All DeMarco keeps doing is putting his arm behind his back.
Yeah, I know.
Gundogan steps in. Still Gundogan. Still Gundogan. Plays the ball down. KDB floats one in. Yeah, sticky one still.
Nah, that pass is it's a pass that I can just tell that ain't no KDB pass.
Interesting game so far. Look. Yeah, Foden's coming on.
Yeah, he's going off. I should feel bad. Especially it's like sad, but it's like sad.
Yeah.
The Real Madrid final.
Yeah, watch Foden go have the game of his life now. Yeah. Well done, man. Well done, man. I can't even be a dickhead, bro. Because at the end of the day, bro,
Yeah,
I don't want Man City to win in that, bro. But, you know.
Yeah, the City fans are breaking it, bro.
This happens, bro. Yeah, he's leaving the pitch, man. Let me see his reaction when he gets off, man.
Yeah,
He's doing. He did. Everyone keeps running over to him and he's saying, "I'm okay," but yeah. Here we go. Yeah, but the crowd for this is a Man City fan right now. Yeah, he's pissed, bro. But it is what it is, man. Some man didn't even get on the pitch, bro. So yeah, I mean, team player thing. Anyway, man, let's see, man. Let's see, man. The game's changed now. I'm sure it's gonna give Inter Milan a bit lease of life because they're just thinking, listen, let's be honest, bro. There's an argument to say who the best midfielder is in the world, but it probably is De Bruyne at this current stage. So if you lose the best midfielder in the world off your team, there's a problem in it. But
the thing that I think they'll mess up, Inter will start playing more attacking and then they'll leave gaps on the back.
well, yeah, the Foden's faster than De Bruyne, so now they're attack. Look at them. They've put Foden in the 10. Look, so now we can trap back there. The only thing is obviously his delivery is not as good as De Bruyne's, but they can't. Here we go. Oh come on, man! You know what it is, man. Akanji's so good in defense, bro.
The only was it 12 mil for us.
Yeah, I heard you know that thing I was watching with Henry and Guardiola, and he Henry said to him, he said you used to change up quite a lot of things in big games and that, and he said,
Oh yeah, I was
yeah. Oh, and he said, have you learned from it? And he basically trying to say that the players he had before weren't good enough. Yeah, look at this one.
Was the first person you brought
Yeah. 7 years at City now.
Yeah.
Here we go. The Toro.
I actually wanted to go to extra time.
There we go. That's the ball. That's the ball.
There you go.
That's the ball. Step in. No, man. Why would you take that? Oh my God, bro.
Flip's sake, man.
How was it ended up back in their own half? You know who that was, isn't it?
What?
Dumfries, bruv. Oh my God, bruv. Listen, trying to get past Akan on one-on-one is just a myth, bruv. So you need to do better than that. Pass it around him or something. He's cold, bruv. I'll get to the comments 1 second, guys. Just wait. This game's looking mad interesting at the moment. You know what? This is going to require Haaland to do more in the game now, which is not his game most of the time. He can't just stand around, can he? But he's good at pressing though. Where was we in the chat, man? It's the option, Savage. Only one option in the final third, so balls need to be perfect, and that's where City are turning the ball over and maintaining pressure. I agree. Was an argument that Thiago hasn't been available for the big games, and once again, the argument wasn't the argument wasn't Thiago being available for the big games. The argument was Thiago being available at all. But let's be honest, bro. KDB's availability compared to Thiago's is ridiculous, bro. Like, I don't know what their appearances are, but I think Thiago had 12 appearances for us last season, and KDB played about 30-something games in the Prem alone. So, yeah, it's not so much the big games. This is the biggest game, though. Yo, the ref about to punch man up, bro. Anyone in the chat, man, let me know if you want to jump in at halftime. I'll throw the link in the chat. You know what I'm saying? And if anyone's going to stay around, make sure you sync up on YouTube, because otherwise I ain't doing it, because Smith, bro, I ain't trying to have all that delay and all that. But yeah, man, big up everyone inside. Here we go. Foden. Iffy season for Foden, isn't it? Ever since he let his mom get punched up, he ain't had the best.
Yeah, you can't let your mom get boxed up. You saw that video once.
Yeah, but his mom's got solid calves, bro. She got Grealish calves, bro. She just stayed there.
You saw that.
She fucking wants some, though, yeah?
Of Foden let his mom get punched in the face. How you let your mom get sparked in front of you and not do anything?
She filmed it, though.
She filmed it, but it weren't even. It's different if a woman punches your mom, but if a man punches your mom in front of you, you gotta kill him. Yeah.
Foden said, "Listen, mum, I got training in the morning, bro. So hold your own, man." Oh, what a ball that is from the goalkeeper! Nice little one into midfield, and now here we go. Inter, you know what? I've not this. What Inter do this in the league as well, though. This ain't nothing new. They break so slow, bro. Like they don't. There's no intensity when they're doing the. I think they're basically, they're doing what Brighton do without pace, bro. So Brighton do this. They pass around to Steele, and Steele has about 1,000 touches before the ball gets up there. Him and Dunk. They draw you in and then do the counter attack, but they've got Matoma. Hey, listen, Matoma's got about one more season left at Brighton, before he goes to Bayern, bro. Matoma just needs to learn to finish, bro. Because he's got some cold finishes, but he doesn't know. Hold on, bro. Stone's just doing up. Yo. Nah, man. What's going on, bro? Stone's doing up the bad man thing, bro. Lads. Skeezer's cold, bro. I used to hate Stones, bro. Because he was a meaty defender at the beginning. Everyone used to get gas because he could Cruyff turn at the back. I'm like, bro, he keeps getting dispossessed at Everton, bro. But Bernardo. Inter, listen, if you can get a goal before Guardiola gives these lot of team talk, because you know what team talk is going. Nobody move. We have the passion. Move. I believe in you guys. I believe you can win more than you can believe. More than you can believe. De Bruyne is gone now. We cannot replace him. We cannot replace him. Yeah, bro. When he starts doing the crackhead headage, bro, you know what time it is with Guardiola, bro. All right, chat. Question: is Guardiola the best manager of all time? Throw it in. And don't be giving me no 1937 manager, bruv. But don't be giving me no RAF air pilot. Is Guardiola? You know what I mean? Here we go. Crack Grealish.
Oh, I did my champs.
Yo.
Yeah, I did my champs.
He's doing the Brummy thing and that Fookie now.
I still got good rewards.
Big up Panov. You know, like that man, like Panov and that. Come on. Dumfries without the head shape is a different man, bro. You know what I mean? Nah, Grealish got dashed, bro. Barella doing up the Hendo roll, ready-made club player. Barella's cold, bro. Cheeto said in modern times, yes, Pep Guardiola is the best. Yeah. You know what? I'm at the point now with Guardiola that if you think he's the best, I'm not going to argue with it. I'm not going to. Because it can never be a fact, obviously. But I think I would have said before Mourinho was the best manager. But yeah, man, Guardiola he's dominated for a long time now. I don't let people try to use the excuse of Alex Ferguson dominating the Premier. Like, yeah, and Guardiola dominated everywhere he went. So there's an argument to say which is harder, but yeah, man. 12 man said the reason why popular resources is because they get it right for more than get it wrong. Otherwise, people wouldn't use it. What's his argument to transfer market? I don't know, man. I'm in the middle with both of you there because transfer market is wrong a lot of the times. What, these lot laughing at?
You see that the massive tail with the treble.
Yeah. Like, fuck it, bro. If you just cover your top up to next season and hope for the best, innit? I don't know if Pep is the best of all time. Could he do it on a budget? I agree. This is that's why I asked the question, bro. Because I think if you say he's the best, I'm not going to argue with it. If you give that reason, I'm not going to argue with it either. I would say though, based on, I mean, I don't have a limited knowledge of football, but I don't know everything. But based on what I know about football, for the extensive amount of trophies and stuff like that, I don't think any manager's done it on a budget, to be honest, bro. Because even Mourinho, I mean, Mourinho's biggest trophies, you could argue that, especially the couple of Champions Leagues and that was at Porto and Inter, so budget was slow. That's why Mourinho was my favorite. But Ferguson had loads of money. Man U had more money than everyone, so he was just buying up everyone's best players. It's one of them. Just going into a half time now. 2 minutes added on to the 45. Current game is balanced, I would say. I don't think. Yeah, very balanced at the moment. City are taking their time, Inter taking their time too, which is how they always play. But I think you can pretty much see already that the final third is the equaliser, and clearly City's better in the final third than Inter Milan. But to get Jack on the right pass in the right position, it's a goal, mate. He's pretty lethal in front of goal.
I think as soon as Gosens comes off
I'm bringing Lukaku on in this game, bro.
Lukaku in it.
I'm taking Martinez off. He ain't gonna come off though, but I might go full 4-3-3, and yeah, Lukaku's got to be in this game still.
Was Lukaku in Chelsea's winning squad as well?
Yeah, Lukaku's got Champions League trophy.
Is he? Of course he is. He better not get beat up this time. With speed, he'll get himself kicked out. Has he?
Man like a Kanji. We got Chapman, drop the link in for half time. We have on side, a couple of seconds to go. Links available for everyone to jump in at half time. If you want to stay for longer than half time, sync up on YouTube on the BT YouTube channel. Otherwise, piss off, like that. You know what I mean? Nah.
I'm smoking you after this game. You want to do it now or what? Oh yeah, true. Yeah. I've got the game on the other TV anyway, so I can play it.
Done, DeMarco. Half time. Shit like that.
Put me in maths the other day. Even though I wasn't in his
Put some of that water back in the bowl.
I think sometimes you just can't sleep, so he just stays up there and calls people. Yeah, I was in maths and what the hell was it? Yeah, I'm sitting in maths, and he's sitting at the front of the class. Then he called me. I don't know why. Trust me. And he called me in English the other day as well. That's what we did this time. She had like 6 months off. No, you won't, because in our room when she left, we had a sub for like 6 months. I'm not even joking.
Make sure you're not freeing up too much info while I'm online. You know what I'm saying, bro? Man tracking down man's school and all that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there. Yeah, I'm saying.
Assemble.
Yo, can you hear me?
Ends from the dark side. Inside.
Yo, man. Oh shit, it's loud as fuck.
Where you at, man?
Barbecue, man. The garden still.
Trust me. Come on.
I said, I'm not even watching the game, bro, which is mad, but yeah, lastminute.com settings, bro.
Nah, I feel you still. Is it your barbecue, your family barbecue?
Oh, no, my one, yeah.
Yeah. Cold.
And the friends got invited. Some friends got invited, so.
Say no more.
You know what I mean, bro. Dark side, bro.
Yeah, man.
I'm sitting there. I'm just sitting in my own little prison, bro. Can't even move.
Yeah, man. Game's interesting. Game's interesting so far still.
Did KDB get injured?
Yeah, it's gone.
Mad.
Yeah.
Who's had a better half or?
City's edged the half, but like it's one of them weird ones, isn't it? Like saying they had a better half is being kind to them still, but yeah, nobody really done anything. There was a one shot from Haaland that the keeper saved, but it was right at him. There was another chance from Bernardo, nearly whipped in the top corner, went wide. Edison hasn't had any saves to make. Yeah, man, it's kind of meaty still. So meaty. I'll be honest, bro. This game is like how Tottenham and Liverpool was, bro. But
It's just one. Yeah, I get it.
yeah, but worse because at least there was shots in that game. But this is a bit. But yeah, man.
Get Lukaku on. Is Lukaku ain't on? I take it.
No,
Get him on.
That's what I
Get
said.
him on, man.
That's what I said. I think they'll bring him on 60th minute maybe. He's been injured quite a bit at it, but we'll see, man. It'll be interesting.
Shit.
Big up, Hanov. Hypothetically, really, you could give other very good managers big budgets to buy whoever they wanted, and they could win everything. But I will say, Pep does get his teams playing well. Yeah, hypothetically, you could. I don't think every big manager you could give money to could win what Pep's won because he's still. Even if he's not the best manager of all time, I'd say he's a better coach than everyone. So, but I do think that there probably are managers that you would say are good, but if you gave them a bigger budget, they'd do way better. So I do agree with that. Savage, what do you think we do for a defender? My first choice would be Guehi, homegrown. Guehi from Crystal Palace. I like him still. I like him. I like Mitchell. I mean, do we need a defender though? That's the problem. I don't. If Liverpool need a defender, they need a right back.
I think we do.
You think a centre back?
I think we need one that can play right and centre back. Yeah, I think we need a multi-skilled centre defender.
Okay.
The next one we get, so a multi-position one. So like right back can play centre back, right back.
I'm trying to think.
I think that would be ideal because I
really
really want to give Calvin Ramsey a run. I really want to give him a run next season. And what I don't want to do, if we get in someone else, is come and hinder him. But I get it because obviously we want to make sure we got like the man them out there. We don't want to be relying on the kids too much next season. So I totally understand if people say we need another right back.
Yeah, I literally only said the right back thing just because I want him to come in with no pressure and that. But you're right, man. There's only limited space in the squad. And I'd hate to get another right back. That guy's good, and then this guy doesn't get to play at all. But I was watching football before I come on stream. I was watching some Trent compilations from this season. Yeah. Trent has to play midfield still. He has to. Yeah,
we definitely will.
Yeah, my mind's definitely made up about it now. Like everything I just watched, I was like, if people said there's this guy called Trent that we're linked to, and then I gave him the video I just watched. Looking well class.
Send it to me still. Send that to me.
Yeah, I'll send it, bro. It looks well class, bro. And I'm just saying that.
And that was only a little,
bro.
Yeah, a little short period where he spent time in midfield this season.
Yeah, and I know everyone keeps talking about what midfielders we need and stuff and what we're linked to, but honestly, if we only get 2 of the 3 that we're linked to and Trent goes in midfield, I don't care, bro. I'm all right with it. I'm not even joking. So, of course, I would prefer to have more in that, but just going off what I know from Liverpool. But yeah, I'll send the video to the group anyway. It's actually cool.
Yeah.
Savage, who do you think will win the Money in the Bank ladder match, men's? And can't answer that, bro, because until I do the prediction and preview show, I can't give it away. You know, like that.
Yeah, can't be giving away too much. All right, but listen, Savage, let me
Kilman's cool.
Leave you, bro. Do your thing.
Yeah, man.
If I can jump back in, I'll try my best and I'll jump back in, all right?
Yeah. Big up, man.
All right, bro. Big up, man.
Peace out, brother.
Peace, bro.
Yeah, Kilman's cold still. What kind of defender we need depends on what kind of formation Klopp wants to play. Yeah, I think that's why Enz was right when he said that he would have a right back or somebody who can play right back, someone who can play right centre back. If someone who can play in both positions, then it would make sense because then we can change the formation when we need to. But I would say if Ramsey's fit in the squad, Trent's in midfield, Gomez ain't going anywhere at the moment. Obviously, Konate and Virgil and Matip's still there, then we don't think we need it. I think it just means that Trent's versatile. If something goes wrong, Trent can go back to right back in it. Won't be the first choice, but he can go there. So, very interesting.
Mate, I've got-
But who knows, man? People might want it for the left centre back. To be fair, where Robbo plays, and if that's the case, yo, keep your age to yourself, bruv. HIV cough and that, bruv. Sounding like you got Ebola and that, bruv.
There you go.
You got all the treacherous diseases, bruv. Don't cough on Pablo, bruv.
Yeah, just swallowed, bro.
Why? Why if I swallow anything, bruv? About swallow wrong, bruv. Yeah, so you're telling me there's a swallow right, bruv? That's loud, bruv. Nah. What? You sound like a girl, bruv. Gomez and Kanate play right centre back. Well, yeah, but I'm going off the premise that most people don't want Gomez at the club anymore. I do. I like Gomez, but I have to trust that he can go back to his original form. If he can, then we're sorted. If Gomez goes back to his original form, we don't need a right back or right centre back because he can play both. But like I said, Trent. To say that Trent can't play right back would be crazy because Trent's literally won everything at right back, so he can. But he's better in midfield from what. So then you would say that if anything goes wrong, he can drop back in. But it is what it is, man. Big up Pablo Savi. Yeah, man, he's sleeping. He's on the Marvel bed underneath, just relaxing and that, loving life. Oh man. Sometimes I look at Pablo and that, bro. I'm like, yo, you got a good life, bro. You know what I mean? He's just chilling, fed and that, bro. Walked. Bare games and that. Big up Pablo still. That's only Robert Lee and Virgil, but then middle is left. Matip injury record. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm not like I don't know when it comes to Liverpool. I don't know, man. I have to kind of be fair with the FSG thing and that because I'm going off the assumption that they can buy everyone. Then where I don't know if they can. So. Man, come on.
What it do?
What's going on, brother? You all right?
It's good. What's good?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
man. Good. How's your day been?
It's all right, man. It's all right. Woke up, making things happen, trying to get this thing.
Yeah, you know the vibes, bro. What time you got over there? What time is it?
It is 1:00, so it's not that bad here.
Oh yeah, yours is 7 hours.
8. It's 8 hours.
8 hours. Yeah.
Sometimes it's 7 because I live in Arizona, so sometimes it depends because we don't have daylight savings time. So.
Yeah. What's the weather saying? Is it hot?
Dog.
Yeah, I thought so.
You just got to say Arizona summer. That automatically means hot.
Every time I see Arizona on like a YouTube video or something, it just looks hot off the video, bro.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's absolutely ridiculous. But I mean, shit, man. It is what it is. You get to wake up to sunshine every day, so I'll take that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Are you finding the game
over there? How's it over there?
Oh, it's hot. It's really hot today.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's horrible, but I don't like it. It's
wow. Like humid hot?
Humid. Like from inside my house, I went to walk my dog and it looked like it was chilled out. Went out there and it felt like I opened the oven door, bro. So I was like, okay, this ain't for me still. But
wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So how you feeling about this game? What's your feelings on this game so far?
It's a load of nothing at the moment. I don't think any team showed any quality so far, any quality at all. I would say that obviously final third, I trust City a little bit more in the final third to do something with the ball. I think Inter Milan need to stop overthinking it though, because they had a chance when Dumfries got close. He was in the box and he was open, and then he decided to like hold onto the ball and turn back. But I don't know if that's a confidence thing. I think when you're in a big game, you're worried about doing the wrong thing. But I would be worried about doing the wrong thing if I'm a defender. If you're a striker, bro, just go and do what you need to do, man. See what happens.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But very interesting.
I feel you. I feel you on how it's been. Even though it's. I think this game is playing into Inter's hands a little bit more than it is to the City's. simply because everyone had City just coming out and just running through, this squad. And I mean, considering how, just like you said, there really hasn't been much to talk about primarily. And even when Holland has had a couple of opportunities, he hasn't really made much of them.
Yeah.
If you can, navigate that storm and be able to get through those types of things, you might have a good result in your hand. Mess around, get an own goal, or mess around and get something where you just somehow get a penalty or get a fluke counter.
Yeah.
Or
I think the
even
funny thing
worse.
is that Inter Milan are playing out. This is how they play every week. So I'm not. This is not unusual for me to see Inter Milan play like this. They're quite aggressive with what they do. They're very organized, and then the later the game goes on, they normally pick off the opponents in certain positions and stuff. And I think, obviously, Latoro's gonna stay on the pitch, but I think there's a case for in this game Lukaku for half an hour is gonna cause problems because at the moment, people like Akanji and Diaz are just chilling. They're just relaxed. So interesting.
I'll tell you what's interesting is, what if this game ends up going to penalties?
Or Inter Milan win on penalties, I think.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
The goalkeepers.
Oh, did you see the touch by Ter Stegen?
The goalkeepers. I don't.
You just don't rate Ederson?
No. I don't. I think I don't want to say he's not a good keeper because that would be silly. But of all the goalkeepers that Man City could have, I think he's kind of average in what he does. The best thing about him is his distribution. It's really good, especially from the floor. But that's because he played in mid. I think he played as a striker and in midfield. You can tell he can clear the whole pitch with one kick. He can send it to either corner. But I don't know. But then again, he doesn't get challenged as much as other players because he's got the City team in front of him and the defense, so they've got the ball all the time.
Yeah.
But that does show his frailties every now and again. That I shouldn't
What is his best quality then? Because I mean, I don't necessarily rate his ball handling.
It's literally his passing. It's his passing. That's it.
Passing.
Yeah, which I mean, in modern day, people might big it up a bit more, but sometimes I can't help but look at the fundamentals of what someone is, and he's a goalkeeper. So that shouldn't be your best asset. Should be a massive one because Guardiola likes to pass the ball out. But as a goalkeeper, where you can use your hands all the time, your best asset's passing the ball, bro. So that's kind of worrying to me. If that's the case, put Kyle Walker in goal, innit?
It is kind of telling. I mean, the Kyle Walker era has basically moved on in City.
Yep.
I mean, it is obvious that he is no longer in the future plans or even the current plans of this team.
Yeah, it's actually funny because last season in the summer, I can't remember which Man City fan I was talking to. He came on one of the videos, and I said that I've watched Kyle Walker drop off by like 5 games each season not because of anything he's done wrong. It's just that injuries were happening, and he had an injury in the semi-final against Real Madrid last season.
Right.
And I said that Guardiola going into this season, you'll see that he'll use him way more sparingly than he would before, because everyone knows that Kyle Walker's a cheat code. When you put him up against somebody whoever's the best left winger in the world, on his day, he's not getting past Kyle Walker.
No, just on speed alone.
Yeah.
I mean, Kyle Walker is incredibly fast.
He's a beast. He's an athlete. He's an athlete, bro. And you saw for yourself. You saw for yourself when they played against Real Madrid. They played Kyle Walker in that game, and that was in the semi-final. They put him against Vinicius, and he couldn't do anything to him.
Yeah.
That's what they use it for. Same with England. Mbappe burnt Kyle Walker in the France game once, but otherwise from that, he didn't get past him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the last person I saw twist him up was Mane last season in the League Cup. Otherwise from that, it's very hard to get past. So, ref, that's a foul, isn't it? Come on. No? No. But yeah, very, very interesting, man. But as I was saying to my son, I watched the interview with Guardiola and Henry about half an hour before this started. And Rio Ferdinand was saying Henry was saying to him how Pep's changed more defensively than he would have before in the past, and he pretty was open with it. He just said, I got better players now." He said, "I got better players who actually want to defend and enjoy defending," and it does make sense. Because if you look at what we've got with Trent, it's not about them being good enough to do the job. It's about he doesn't enjoy defending, and it's not even something against him, because some people just have that in it. Like, you're a professional footballer and you want to play for your city, the team that you love, and that's the place where they can get you in the team. You're gonna play. You're not gonna say to the manager, "I don't want to play. Put me on the bench until I get a chance in midfield." You're gonna play. But you saw last season, as soon as you could see Trent's whole like body language and everything changed as he got in midfield, he looked happy again.
Yeah.
And it's because he enjoys being on the ball, doing what he was doing, that kind of passing. People like Carl Walker and that. I heard him after the game. He loves it. They were speaking to him about Real Madrid before the game, and he said, "I can't wait to play against Vinicius. I love coming up against those kind of guys. I get to test myself." I'm like,
So
well,
do you think it's because Trent? Are you saying then it's because Trent doesn't want to go defensively, at least against these players? Doesn't want to take the challenge?
No,
Or-
not the challenge. I just don't think he likes defending. Which it's not a problem, because even like whatever position you play on the pitch, obviously if you're in defense, that is down as your job role. But if you're in midfield or up front, you've still got some kind of job to defend in a certain kind of way. So if you're Salah, you still have to press and come back a little bit. And obviously, I remember that happened with Hazard under Mourinho. And Mourinho dropped him because he said, like, this guy doesn't press back at all. But he doesn't like it. So Cristiano Ronaldo didn't have to come. He was so good that they just sacrificed and said, "Listen, everyone build around Ronaldo. He doesn't have to defend." And he didn't.
Right.
Messi didn't have to defend because he's so good. So,
but I can understand those coaches making those adjustments. I think that's the testament of a good coach.
I agree.
When he's able to say, "Look, you know what? We have an offensive threat here, and if I'm weighing out whether I want someone to be a balanced offensive and defensive measured player, or just to utilize his offensive skills," he's saying, "Yeah, let's utilize this. Let's utilize this sharp knife instead of like trying to make it into like a butter knife or something."
I 100% agree. And to be fair to Klopp, the first opportunity properly to do that was the season what just went. It really was, because before that, you're trying to weigh up the options of, do I put you in midfield? But I've already got the midfield working, because the season before that we were going for a quad, so clearly it was working. Trent was still top assister in the squad, and you've won every trophy you have at Liverpool at right back, so you definitely could do the job. But this season, the season what just went, not only was it the first opportunity to do it because the midfielder weren't performing, but obviously we had injuries as well, innit? So then it's like there's nothing left now. There's no risk at me trying you here. Oh my God, what are you doing? Yeah, there's no risk at him trying it, because we were losing games to teams we shouldn't have lost against. We were not very good at all. And he was changing stuff every week to try and see where we could fix it. So Trent was probably the last resort of, you know what, I know how good you are in midfield. I'm willing to risk it now. Just go and do it. And then he did. And he, for the 12 games or whatever he played in midfield, 10 of them he looked world class.
Right.
So there's the answer. So that's what I tried to say to end.
But I would also say too, though, during that spell at midfield, if you look at Trent's defensive numbers or defensive statistics, they all increased. They all like dramatically increased from when he was playing right back. And I'm not saying that, I think what I'm trying to say basically is I think he can defend.
Of course
I think that at times he likes to defend.
Yeah.
To prove the point, the narrative's wrong of that he can't defend.
I agree.
But I mean,
I 100% agree with you, because you're right. I would say in our whole team, once he went into midfield, he was still the best defensive player on the pitch.
Yeah.
But defending in midfield and defending at right back are two different things, because the pressure is completely different. If you get burnt at right back, it's over for you. You just have to hope that Alisson saves you then. Whereas in midfield, it's like, okay, I've got cover And while I've got cover, let me run back and help the cover. Whereas when you're at right back, you can't run back and help the cover because there isn't one. It's just Alisson and it's over with. And before that, he had Hendo. When Hendo's legs when he had more legs to him, he was helping Trent out in that position and he was covering him all the time. Once Hendo's legs went, Trent looked worse, didn't he? So it's kind of a collective. Go on, play it in.
Go on.
Dzeko, make the.
Oh, ref.
Ooh.
What?
I don't know about that, ref. I don't know about that, ref.
Goodness. How's that not a foul?
Went straight through the back of him.
Yeah. And the referee was right there.
Wow, ref, come on, man.
Nah, that is disgusting.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I could see how slow Dzeko looked when he made that run there. The man was trying, it's full pace and that.
Ref's got to take this.
But this is the problem, innit? They don't check VAR for free kicks.
Nah.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Jeez.
Save a foul for that.
No way, bro. Darmian's wasn't as bad as what just happened there with Gundogan, bro.
Ref's a City fan, bro. And a free kick. Nah.
That's I don't know about that. Was weird.
That's what happens when a referee lets play go on. It's like when are you gonna, if you don't get that proper balance, you know what I mean?
If they score,
it can get out of hand quick.
Oh.
But just to go back to what you were saying real quick too, though, I can concede that Thiago has been injured more than KDB.
Yeah.
He has. I looked at the numbers, and I think it's I'm just going back to like 2016. Let's just go back to last 6-7 years. I'm not going through the entire career because they're two different. They had two different lengths of careers, but I think it's like 108 matches out for Thiago and 61 out for KDB. But what I am saying, the reason why I was saying about the big games thing is that he's a luxury player, if anything. Everyone keeps saying, putting him in this, he's a luxury player. He's a luxury player. Yeah,
God, Stones. Gundogan.
Stones do that.
Grealish, here we go.
One generals, bro. What the hell just happened?
Oh, come on, man. Get it away into, man.
Score one of them volleys.
Nah, Stones is mugging them off, man.
Well
Latolo, what are you doing? I hate this. Brother, don't. Oh. Yeah, who would you say was a luxury player at 12? De Bruyne.
I was trying to say that a lot of people want to make Thiago a luxury player, and I can understand that. I can understand that. I mean, I would love. He's like a Rolls. He's like that Maserati. You don't drive a Maserati every day.
Exactly.
You just don't.
Exactly.
If you want to keep a Maserati, you don't.
Yeah.
So I mean, but I think that's where you do bring that Maserati out for the big games.
For the big games, yeah.
And
I think that will happen, bro. You are screaming at nothing, bro. Man just made one tackle, bro.
Come on.
Oh my god, man. But I think that will happen to De Bruyne in the next 2 seasons as well.
It has to.
Yeah, it will. It
has to.
Oh, where are we? Come on, man. It's Lukaku time now, man. Stop the foolishness, bro. Getting the fans up. Yeah, Kanji's a top player, man. Just goes about his business. I like him, man. One more. Lay it off.
There you go.
They're the one. I swear, Inter Milan are one of the most patient teams you'll see, man.
But I can respect KDB. I like KDB. Despite him being a City fan or City player, excuse me. Especially since he is a Liverpool fan.
Yeah.
But why I was bringing that point up is because this happened when he played for Belgium, he got injured.
Yep.
Unfortunately, got injured. It wasn't necessarily an injury that he brought upon himself or something along those lines.
Come on,
very rarely is an injury that way. But
come on, Romelu.
Happened in the other final as well. Remember, he hurt his eye.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. So that's what I'm getting at is that this is now 2 finals, 2 of the biggest. This is the biggest game for City. This is the one match. This is the one competition that they, put on the bulletin board and circle.
Yeah.
Here comes the game changer, bruv.
Yes.
I mean, man, bruv. Lukaku's he's a weird footballer, man, because I feel like it's all fun just to diss him for the sake of it. But Lukaku as a footballer, bro.
I think Inter need him as well.
Yeah, he's obviously got stuff that he's not the best at, like everyone does. But I really like. I don't know what it is, man. I like him. I do.
Lukaku.
Yeah.
There you go. Look at that, flick on straight away.
You know what, too, though? It's because also he's able to play with his back to the ball.
Back to
Maybe
goal,
that's why,
yeah.
You know, because he's such a menacing player in strength wise and physique.
Yeah.
That a lot of he can measure up against a lot of the center backs that are trying to push him around. Normally, you can't like, for instance, like a Hata doesn't measure up physically.
Yeah.
To a lot of center backs, but he utilizes other
Agreed.
capabilities that he has to take advantage of it.
This game looks like it's opening itself up a little bit more now. They're gonna the flick on is gonna be there for Lukaku every time now. If Lautaro runs off him.
And it's gonna happen in like the 92nd minute.
Why did he choose that number?
Number 90.
Yeah.
I have no idea, bro.
I mean, it's an odd number to choose.
I think it's because he was number 9 before, and I think someone had the top when he got there, innit? But yeah, Dzeko's got it. It happens a lot in Italy, actually, because that's when I remember growing up. Oh my God, he's lefty! What? I told you about this Edison kid. Oh, and then he saves it. Why did he leave it? Why did that was Lautaro who shot him? No, I can't stand this guy, man. I'm trying my hardest, bro. How did Stones do that? What a tackle! What a tackle! Huh? I thought he got the ball.
Oh wow!
I thought he got the ball. Maybe not. Foden looks hurt still, but
yeah. Let's take a look.
Barella is screwing, bro.
Take a look at it on the replay.
Lautaro should not. He should. For me, bro. You got past that ball, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, Barella, you didn't touch the ball still. Can someone tell me what Edison did here? Just stood there. Nah, Lukaku's.
No, you know what? To be honest, that pass was put in a poor place.
No, it was.
Pass back because there was not enough pace for it to really get back to Ederson, and then it was kind of like.
Yo, Pep nearly went into cardiac arrest, bro.
I know he did. He did. That's got grass stains on his suit.
Yeah, man.
He got picked up the screen on his knees. 59, 20, 21, 22. Yeah. From a level now. Wait, what? How did they? Oh, off the Barella one.
Oh! I told you the game was going to get better without the Bruyne, bro. It's a weird thing to say, innit? Because I don't.
Yeah, why would you say that?
When someone's so good, the team, without even knowing it, rely on that person to do certain things. So when he gets to the final third, or just before, we already know it. Give the ball to De Bruyne and let him pass it into Haaland, bro, and everyone says it. So, so when he's not on the pitch, all of a sudden it changes, innit? And you have to move around a little bit. So,
man's gonna play like Upamecano, bro.
Look at that, man. Haaland getting out jumped tonight. You know the vibes, bro.
Yeah, they're not doing too.
Told you. See where Lukaku is, bro, and Lautaro is, because he's going for the flick on every time now. There we go. Okay. Step in. Oh, look at Crack Grealish, man. He does that so good, bro.
Grealish gonna score. Oh no! Oh, that touches.
What did you call him?
That is disgusting.
Crack Grealish.
Crack Grealish?
Yeah, man.
Play to Lukaku, man. Man, not Denzel.
Why is Crack Grealish?
Yeah.
Because it's like crack?
You got many names, man. Anything what rhymes, man. He used to be Black Grealish, bro, depending on what day. In lockdown, he was moving crazy, man. Have you seen that? You saw that picture in it? That picture of Grealish in the hotel?
He's all over the place.
I don't know about that.
All right, I'll bring you up in a minute and you'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The only thing I've seen, did you see the one where they were celebrating in the locker room? And they did did the slide between the legs, and then it hit Grealish's Gucci bag. And that was the only thing he was
Yeah,
concerned about. He's like, oh, no, not on the Gucci.
She's naked.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, bro. This one. That's what I'm saying, bro. This is where the picture comes from, bro. It's I can't even. I'll have to bring it up after, man. This is Grealish and the chocolate thing, bro. What is? If you see how this guy's lying on the bed, bro. Yeah, man. Funny guy. Oh, flip it out. Come on, Inter, man. It's that time, bro.
But they need me on the pitch, sub me on. Yeah, I will. It's because I messed up my name.
Oh, good defending.
Because I messed up my name.
Oh, referee, have a word.
I'll come this week if it's still on. I don't know if it'll be on though because I'm our exam.
Ooh.
Should.
There we go. Come on, Dumfries.
Here we go. Trust Lukaku, man. For
There we go. It's a good ball.
Lautaro, you are the T-back of baby.
Bro.
All right.
Here we go.
Brozovic. This is how I paint this. This is what I mean, bro. They slow everything back down, bro.
So do you rate that, or you think that's a poor decision? You think that's a poor decision to slow it down the way they do?
Terrible. They're not.
Here
we go.
Jesus Christ, man.
There's certain instances where they need to do it and keep possession, but it's almost impossible for someone like Lukaku to make their run then because he's expecting the ball in the box. He goes to make his run. He makes it perfect. They don't pass it. Then they pass it and he's offside.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
They've got Mahrez to bring on still as well.
the overlap's on. John Stones.
No. Well done.
Good defending, man.
Generals.
Stones is having the season of his life on him, man. He was great last season as well, man.
Yeah.
He's someone who's really improved as a footballer, to be honest, because he was highly spoke about when he was at Everton. I think he only lasted one season there before he went to Man City. And but he used to do silly things, man. Like all the skill he's got now, he's always had that, but he used to do it in his own box and Cruyff turn and lose the ball and stuff like that. But obviously under Pep, you can't do that. So he's obviously saw that and changed it. Because he wasn't playing under Pep for a long period of playing Laporte. So
Mm-hmm.
Remember he said it on an interview.
Crack Grealish.
come on, you know the vibes.
Wagwan Generals.
You remember Grealish and Saka talking to the girls in the World Cup?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Grealish is a guy, man.
Jack, what is that? Finally.
Stones?
Yeah. Stones on a scrap member. Have him general.
Listen, Stones, man. You don't want to fight man with that head shape still. Punch you up, bro.
By him.
Dumfries will mash him up. Look at that. Oh, okay. You tried to choke slam him. It's fair enough. It was Diaz. He was doing that too, don't
He's gonna have the arms around each other.
On a Valentine thing. Yeah, you don't want see this when Guardiola's rattled.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Very rarely have I seen him rattled and win the game.
Pep gets messed up, then it's over.
No, Klopp winds him up on it. Klopp winds Pep up without doing anything, bro. That's the funniest thing ever. Every time we play against him, man, Klopp just there being normal, and I think the fact that he's being normal is winding Pep up all the time.
It winds him up. It does.
Yeah, bro.
It does.
When you think that you're so much better than somebody as a coach and tactician, and then he keeps winning games, you're like, how has he beat me with his simple tactics?
It's the same thing with Mourinho.
Yeah,
Mourinho he gets so wound up over Klopp or just other coaches in general sometimes.
Yeah,
that
agreed.
Are stealing his headlines. You know what I mean?
You know what? I think Klopp. What I can see with fans is some people can't accept that Klopp is just nice. So when you can't accept that someone's nice, you start having these narratives saying, "Oh, look, your manager always is condescending, is always pretending to be nice, but all he does is whinges." And I'm like, nah, Klopp's just been the same ever since he got here, to be honest. But if you think that, then that's fine.
Could it be even more like Sigmund Freud like in like
Holland.
Oh, thank God.
In that it's that id inside of the id.
Yeah.
It's like that whole like you've kind of been taught that you're not good enough, or you don't deserve this.
Yeah,
I think
could be.
sometimes I see that in our fan base. I see it in every fan base, in general. But I just got into it in another stream earlier with some other Liverpool fans where.
Oh, what stream would you do?
I was on. Well, I wasn't on. I was interacting in the chat, I should say.
Okay, yeah.
So, and it was on Bejan Reds. And yeah, man, it was one of those things where like, people say things like we discussed this backstage one time.
Yeah.
That, people will be like, oh, like, they brought up the hashtag thing that I had and everything else, and I was like,
oh no,
I don't understand that. I just simply still do not understand how someone can like, mock you for wanting your team to succeed.
Oh, ball in from Akanji, Bernardo, handball call, goal. And there he is again. That man, Rodri.
Rodrigo.
With the most precise of shots. The most precise of shots, man. Rodri has that in him, innit? Big games.
Now doesn't have momentum as well.
Big game, Rodri, man. Such a great finish.
That was just served up on a platter, though. There's no way you're missing that.
Was it I can't tell. We're watching the replay now. I can't tell if it was a terrible clearance or was it a deflection of someone on the way out? Because Bernardo cuts in here, tries to cut it back, takes a deflection. They call for a handball. And I think everyone's too busy saying it's not a handball instead of watching what they should be doing. I mean, it can't be a handball because his arms are behind his back.
Has he called it round 2, man?
No. So wait, who was the? I can't see what player that was.
That's not good defending, bro. That's 2 people, and he's whipped it around.
Oh, whoever I can't see. Who's the player with the blonde hair for Inter?
Blonde. Which position?
He fell down on the actual.
Oh, I think was it DeMarco who fell down? It wasn't it? Yeah, DeMarco.
DeMarco fell down, and then he got up, but he kind of like didn't exactly go and immediately mark someone. He kind of like.
Yeah, man. But here we go. The game's opened up now, and with Inter trying to get a goal, I kind of fear for them. I kind of fear for the counter attack because City love that.
Gonna come down to
that hurts.
Yeah,
that hurts a lot.
Oh, lovely goalkeeping now.
Ref. Behind.
1-0 to Man City. 20 minutes to go in the game. Plus added on time.
The sheer fact that guy right there is going to get a I hate Bernardo. That rat.
There we go. Little touch. Lautaro's a great touch. DeMarco. The final. There we go. Got to spread that. DeMarco. Brozovic. Whipping. The crossing is terrible. There we go. Dumfries. Lukaku. Lob over the keeper. Edison. Lukaku's blocked it. Is he his own player?
Oh my God. No way. No way.
Is he his own player? Oh. I mean, I can't even say Lukaku blocked it because you headed it against him, but you can't.
Flipping hell, man.
Told you about the Dumfries head shape, bruv.
They're gonna bring Laporte on also.
The jump on Dumfries there. Kanji goes sleep, lob hits the crossbar. Oh my God, it literally headers it against Lukaku's leg, bro.
Oh my God.
DeMarco done the best he could to lob it over him still, but
it would have been fitting considering what I just said about DeMarco.
Yeah,
to show that they can score.
I'm sure the haters will blame saying Lukaku's an idiot for standing in the way there. But how is he supposed to get out of the way with it that quick?
But these Instagram comments now are going to be.
Yeah, that's crazy. Honestly, I'm being deadly serious though. Lukaku can't get out of the way of that, bro. You basically telling him he has to anticipate what his player's going to do before he gets there, and he's facing the other way.
Yeah, no, there's no way Lukaku has.
He's facing the
he
other
has
way
the eyes
before he
behind
headed
his
it.
head.
Yeah.
Good.
He's looking forward.
Probably do.
Yeah, crossbar, throws him off. Yeah, he can't do nothing about that. Unlucky, man.
Come on, Inter.
Do wonder in it because the header didn't have too much power, and I wonder if Diaz would have just cleared it off the line. To be honest, he was standing there, but yeah, man.
In the game.
There we go, man. It shows him that the game's still going. So more things to come in this, man.
It's not game over, but
Oh no, here comes cheat code.
Here comes your boy.
Hey man, this is where bro, this guy's a problem, man. When you've got like bro, when you got someone like Cole, you see that you're getting overrun. It's like, forget it, Kyle Walker.
They've still got
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice, DeMarco.
Just get the ball up the pitch, man.
Yeah.
Bring Carrera as well.
They don't change though, man. Inter don't change for anyone, bro. They play. It's Champions League final. There's 18 minutes to save yourself and that, bro. The stool. Look how patient they be. I get it though, man. But if you're a fan of them, it must be so frustrating. He's been on it all game with these passes, you know.
Go. To Lukaku. Lukaku.
Romelu, you're in there.
Lukaku.
Shut up. Yeah.
Bro, just think of Megan Thee Stallion, man.
Yeah, Fat Sam and Walker is a game changer still. But the signs are there, man. This is 2 shots within like a couple of minutes, bro. The signs are there. But we just know that City's so dangerous on the counter-attack. And with the players they've got, that they can change the game in an instance. And Haaland will not do anything all game if he has to and then still pop up with a goal.
Yeah, well, the thing about Haaland to me is that you have such a player that you have to mark. You can't,
you have to.
you know. So you have to have there has to be an emphasis on where he is at all times.
All times.
If that's the case, that takes someone out of possibly their own game. You know?
Yeah, it does. It does. Keeper's been on it with his passing, but he's going to make a mistake sooner or later. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, through goal. You thought there was a foul from Rodri? He just shoulder bombed him.
No, I'm just pulling his shirt.
Here we go, Lukaku. Oh, the signs are there, Inter. The signs are there, bro.
Can we get that? Get that goal and knock this off?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for 1-0 as well. Not even good.
Oh, look at them. Look at this, man. John Stones and Bernardo playing FIFA, man. What's going on here, bro?
If John Stones scores, man, I'm going to be screwed.
Come on.
That's not a foul.
Oh, my God.
I don't.
So you don't give the foul?
That didn't look a foul to me.
Come on, that's not a foul.
Yeah, I don't think that was a foul.
He's working with these City.
Splinters, calm down.
City fans look so... Nah, here we go.
Master Splinter.
All them runs that you seen DeMarco just make, let's see if he can make them against Walker, bro. Because it's bad enough playing Walker, but Walker for 15 minutes with all the energy he's got. Oh, come on. Just for the script, man. Walker own goal. Come on.
Yeah. Yes. Let's put that in the universe. Look how animated Pep is.
Yeah, it's
you know, and it's crazy too, because like
I want to see
he's definitely not inside that box. You know?
Never, man. Pep, it's gonna be if Pep wins this, it's gonna end up being more relief than joy for him, because I think he's just at this point, I think he's just fed up of everyone talking in it, so he just needs to get it over and done with.
Yeah.
Same with City fans. I said it a few times, and when I spoke to the City fans, they agreed with me. They said like, yeah, we don't care as much as everybody thinks we care. We only care because we keep getting bantered by other fans. So it's almost for City, get the Champions League out of the way, and there's nothing to banter them with. They've won every trophy then.
Yeah.
But
which is more? Which is the easier pill to swallow? Is it City winning the treble,
Please get rid of it.
or is it City being denied the Champions League and still having that moniker on them? And why I say winning the treble would
Yeah.
obviously take away Manchester United's, you know.
Oh,
take
yeah.
one of Manchester United's.
Yeah, I'd rather City lose this game, and yeah, that's it. I don't really care about. I don't City with the treble. I don't really care about too much, but I just don't want them to have it. I just don't want them to have it. I need. I need it. I need them to lose this game because I don't think they'll win the Champions League next season. Because I just don't. So I don't want them to complete it all now. But it's one of those, and I have no control. Oh, what a turn that is!
Man.
Oh, it's a goal. This Foden. Oh, what
a
save!
What a goal it would have been.
That turn was incredible. Still talking about the game, bro.
They just shot off.
Okay, it's not what a save. It's kind of average save because the shot was terrible. Well,
I don't think so. That was a good shot. Just
Gozens.
Pick up the pace, man. You sleeping a bit at the back.
Well, DeMarco's dropped back and Gozens gone left.
They're playing like it's the 20th minute.
This is how they play every week. It's so weird, bro.
There you go. There you go. Oh. I'm so glad we don't live in Manchester.
When did we smoke them? Not last season, season before, no? Inter in the Champions League. We smoked them.
Fabian, bro. How is there a City fan in our school, man? He's so clueless. He doesn't even watch football.
Let's go watch. I know he left us, but I still rate him highly. Beast of a defender, in the vein of Des Walker, school of defending, old-fashioned hard man at the back. Yeah, I had this conversation with Enz the other day because I said that Carl Walker's easy to just write him off because of who he plays for and that, but he's actually a top defender, and he's been at City a minute now. Here we go. Oh my god! See how slow? I told you, bro. Wait for Grealish, you know. He slowed it down and waited for Grealish to come over to him, bro. This is what I mean, bro. I can't.
Come on, Lukaku.
How about DeMarco header right here?
Oh yeah.
Come on, run with it.
Look at Pep, man. Phil.
I know. Come on, it was a good shot.
Come on, Lukaku. There you go. Oh, don't shoot.
Brozovic, play out wide now. Here we go. You got loads of time. Loads of time to whip it. They can't cross, man.
God.
What's going on?
Oh,
Why can't they?
Terrible cross. Yeah, you're right.
Bro, I've not seen one good cross from them.
Yeah, that's borderline
that is ass, man.
shambolic.
Yeah. Oh, what a goal that is, man. He's literally whipped that around him, man. Flipping. Poor defending, though, bro. I know two things can be right at the same time, but flipping out.
Yeah,
Goalkeeper's literally been Inter's best passer of the ball today.
Win that.
There we go. Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Don't let
shoot.
Oh, what a ball that is from Grealish. Haaland.
Easy. Tried to get Haaland the goal.
Oh,
Bernardo just tripped it over him. Yeah, he can't.
Oh my God, he's gonna book him as well, probably.
Anna, you're right. Inter are snatching at their chances.
Come on, Inter, man. You got 10 minutes.
Come on.
Look at Bernardo. He's looking. He's like, look, Master Splinter's looking up at the ref. And he sees it.
It's funny, isn't it? You think that when Pep's going to leave, because he signed a contract when Klopp signed when he signed one at the same time.
Yeah. Oh, the ref's gonna call it or something.
His Stone's all right. Oh shit!
Top strip, Jesus Christ!
Oh shit! That's right.
Carl Walker's still up. Come on.
Oh, I thought you came on.
Nah, bro. Carl Walker's been warming up for 12 minutes, bro. He's just
He's coming out though. Stone's coming out.
Yeah. The way Haaland stood in front of the goalkeeper, then I said, "Big man, you better throw that out now, bro."
Whatever.
Oh, his finger
Haaland,
got-
come on. Haaland gets
Oh.
served up quick, dog.
yeah, he was. I don't know what happened to Stones. He just. I don't know why they're showing that because we just saw his finger got caught in the top. Cheap ass tops, bro.
Because Haaland is not a bad boy.
I'm gonna ask the question. I'm gonna ask you in the chat the question what I asked ends in it. Is Cole Walker the best right back in Prem history? And think about it. I'm telling you, bro. I'm ready to end, and he quickly said no. Because I brought it up because I think he is.
Oh my. Flip state.
And the reason why I'm not mad at saying he is because even if you want to go down the Trent route, Trent's still really young, bro. He's got loads of time in his career left, but because Stone's getting the standing ovation from the man, them. City are playing with flow. Inter are trying to mop up any free balls. City are breaking them down. Yeah, when you
finally got the ball, ref.
they're getting rattled at the moment, Inter, because they know the times. This is where you have to stand up and be counted though and hold your head.
That's Lukaku getting frustrated.
Yeah. Because for Lukaku in this team, he has to feed off scraps as well.
He got the ball.
Yeah, went through the back of him. Then. Flipping heck.
Tough to watch.
Man like Henrik Mkhitaryan and that, bro. Blast from the past.
Yeah.
Got a great finish on him still, though, Mkhitaryan, bro. So.
Well, that's I think that's all their subs.
Yeah. Oh, nice. He's got tech still, man. That's what they need. Yeah, their breakaways are terrible, man. Like that. No, flipping hell, man. Foden. Corner. Sometimes I don't. Let me see this, because sometimes I don't even know what the Inter fans are calling for, bro. I'm not.
No, I think they have one more then.
Did they just they call for a goal kickoff? They hit man in the balls, bro. I don't.
They had two men on the sub in. Did they not sub in two? They subbed only one in?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good corner, you know. Keeper.
Yeah, get up the pitch now. Oh.
Still worked out from him.
You're not watching it?
Yeah, he got lucky. He got lucky that kick.
Are you watching it?
That's the first bad pass the game is made.
Oh, thingy, there was a corner. Nothing really. Lukaku got a yellow.
You can just see Inter going all out now and City catching him on the counter attack. Look at that, he's done it again. Through ball is called. Here we go, Mkhitaryan. Go forward. Don't slow down again. Please don't slow. What is that, man?
God, man?
They can't cross, bruv. You're professional footballers, man. What is going on, bro?
Oh, I don't know, man.
Maybe you got Alvarez and my man Cole Palmer laughing at man, bruv. Dickheads can't. Oh, this is...
Surely there's about 7 minutes left.
I don't want to be. I would not like to be a striker in this team. We're feeding off scraps, bro. It's gonna take an absolute screamer for Inter to score on it.
Yeah.
Flip it.
It's gonna take a penalty.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a pen with those.
The thing is, City's had a few chances in this game, but for the best part of it, man, it's even though Inter's not been like amazing, it's been kind of equal, and it's like a lot of nothing. But
No,
Even
I
though-
mean, like, yeah, if you're looking
Yeah.
statistics wise, I mean, Inter has 10 shots.
see,
City has 7, and
There you
but they
have it,
both
man.
have 4 on target. It just so happens that one of those 4 for City went in.
yeah,
Oh my god, man.
Ake is too cold for that, bro.
There we go. Come on, boys.
Ake comes from the school of Van Dijk, bro. These men are just cool as hell, bro. Nothing phases them.
Well,
Yeah, bro.
Inter score an extra time.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, same.
If they could get a goal, man. But the thing is, like, City even in extra time, bro, their bench is
They need a goal. They need a goal here for sure. Obviously, they do. But I mean, to
Same.
be honest, they need a goal to make this
exactly.
final even remotely like enjoyable to watch because it's been kind of a.
There you go.
That's a great. Barella's so cold at that, man. Great interception there. But look at them. Look, you can see City's whole formation, bro. Look at how organized that is, bro.
And don't just cross it either.
Oh my god.
And unfortunately for Inter, they don't really have a player per se that is
They're just gonna end up.
They don't.
able to create some,
Yeah,
you know.
I agree. There we go,
Oh, these. Oh, my
bro.
God.
What is the?
Play it back. Cross
I
that.
mean, like if
There you
you're
go. Ah!
Look at it! Oh, he saved it!
Oh my
I saved it!
Oh my god!
oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Oh my god!
Did that just hit off man's shin? I don't think he has a clue what happened.
How?
He doesn't.
How did he save that?
I don't think he did. I mean, he hit him, but I don't think he saved it.
And
It's not a save.
as well.
Ball in the box, whip, little flick on. Oh my god,
Come
man.
on, man.
Oh my. How's he done this? Ball over. Oh, he has saved it. And that, Lukaku, I can't lie, bruv.
Yeah, it was a save. I'll give him that.
Yeah, you literally headed it at him, bro. Like,
I can't believe that.
That's so lucky. Oh, I don't know. That was close.
I think Lukaku. I'm not.
What's that geezer's face?
That's one of those. That
I
guy's
think
face.
he's got to do better there, man. There's a whole goal to aim at, bro.
That's one of those. You got to show me that goal line technology on that one.
Yeah, you know that this
Come
is.
on, man. There's at least 2 chances.
This looks like it's City's now, man. Them, you don't get them chances not score and then get another one with 2 minutes to go, bro.
Can't believe it.
Just risk it, man. Here
There
we
you
go. Go on, Lukaku. It's your time, man. It's your time, man. It's your time, man. Look.
Oh my god, man.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
He's just snatched at it again, man.
No, that's him being. That's him rushing it. That's him. That's him
Yeah,
rushing
man.
it. Now now we're gonna have some time wasting.
Oh, bro. It's just like.
How does he save this?
No, it's not, bro. It's not that much of an amazing save, bro. I'm not trying to say because about what I said about Edison. He headed it at him, bro. Well, but if you headed that to me, if someone does that to my goalkeeper in training and don't save it, bro, I'm slapping him in the back of the head.
5 minutes.
5 minutes to glory.
It's a shame for Lukaku as well because I heard him talking with Henry about Henry talking about how he felt after the World Cup. He felt like a failure and stuff like that, and he missed a chance in the Belgium game, innit, right at the end, just like that. And it hit his shin, and I think he blocked it or something. And
Oh my
yeah,
god,
so-
this ref is a City fan.
Hmm.
Oh, get up, man. Bring him on.
crazy. It's funny because there's a lot of talk about what's the best City team and stuff, and they've all been talking. But it's weird because to me, this doesn't. I've seen City play better football. than what they have.
This is not the best. This is not the best City team ever.
No, not to me at all, bro. I think there might be two teams.
Yeah.
I think there might be two teams better than them still. So
They're gonna have to they should let him run to the set. How did he get booked? What?
he pushed him in the back, bro.
Oh.
How is he getting a yellow card?
Nah, he walked up to him and pushed him in it. They're gonna do that, but Haaland definitely started that, bro.
Come on, man.
Lukaku, little flick.
Oh.
Look at Ake. Look at him. Relaxed as hell, bro. You won't be able to tell with Ake whether it's the first minute or the last minute, bro. He just... Yeah, that's why he got booked. It's a bit meaty, though. But
to be fair, I get that he gets a yellow. I get that you can't give him a yellow card for the push. But to be fair, Haaland has been doing that the entire game.
I don't think them pushes out the box or it should be a yellow card, to be honest, bro.
No, it's more, he's able to push him out of his way.
Yeah, that's the kind of push you give somebody if you like. You know when you score an equaliser and you want to grab the ball out the net and you're trying to get back to the halfway line, the goalkeeper won't give it. You push him in it. You don't get booked for that. All right, here we go. DeMarco. You man are going to learn to cross one day.
Oh.
Yeah, Barella. It's over.
Oh, Barella. Come on.
That's the person you want it to fall to if he's going to score on.
That's the ball, yeah. I think that's a little bit of fatigue, and that's also a little bit of just unfortunate nerves too going.
Time wasting, yellow card. Why would he care about? You think he cares, bro? It's going to be over in a minute.
It's going to be over in 2 minutes. So
yeah, he don't care about no yellow card.
That was just aching to get this. Like, Pep, just chill out, dude. Chill out.
No. Haaland, watch him now. What's the hold up on it? This guy, man.
You know what I mean? Your oil money is about to get you another title. Just chill out.
This is it. Give it to the goalkeeper. Give it to the goalkeeper and get in the box, man.
Yeah, there you go.
If anything, Pep should get a yellow card.
Here we go. I know he has not been in that technical area the whole game.
He's not been in that technical area at all.
Lukaku, that's your jump. Oh,
he's literally on the pitch.
That's great goalkeeping there.
That is good. That's good.
Yeah. To risk it and jump through the crowd like that, man.
I'll have to wait and see if someone get the pen. That's how we're gonna win. I mean, he's gonna win.
Yeah, look at Foden, man. Hunting man down, bro. Send it out your hand. Send it out your hand!
Oh my god, man.
Flipping hell, man. Oh, look at that, man.
Give it to the keeper and get it up the pitch.
There we go, Lukaku.
Go. Oh,
nah, they've...
Just blow the whistle now, you might as well. Get it up the pitch. There you go.
Little float of that.
That's it.
Oh, look at Carl Walker, look at him. That's it. One more. Take your time.
Oh my god. Oh, is it a corner?
Yeah.
I thought he kicked it out.
You have to give the corner, Pep. Come on, man. What the hell?
Who's Inzaghi fighting?
His own stuff.
Oh. I don't even know.
Here, keeper's up. There's two balls on. There's two balls on.
If Onana scores, it's written, bro, because he's been great this game.
I can't.
don't know,
May the power of Allison come into.
Of all the people, it's DeMarco with the
power
corner.
of Allison.
The crosses have been trash all game. It's another trash one. It's flicked it!
Oh my god.
It's still. Oh, it's over.
Oh my god.
It's over.
Manchester City, champions of Europe, champions of England.
How was he saying that?
Treble winners.
Fuck that.
Pep's about
to all
to
you
cry.
Pep lovers, F you.
Pep cannot believe it.
Oh, get off the screen, man.
Nah, man, you gotta hold
How do you not believe it, man? That's my point. How do you not believe it?
You gotta hold composure, boys, man.
You have money. You have like money out. He might as well be Busta Rhymes singing A-Rap Money, and he has so much cash. Oh man,
Who cares about it?
Fun Pep, Fun City. Well, whatever.
Hold on, bro.
Congratulations on your first Champions League title, Manchester cheaters. I mean, City. Keep saying that. I don't know why I said that. My fault. Manchester City. Got it. Alleged.
It's time to listen, man. We know the conversation, guys, man. It's I think all of the teams in the Prem expected this Champions League to come a lot earlier than it has than 2023. So I don't think anyone's that upset because it was like they're gonna win it. It's one of those things, isn't it? And I think you're right with it's what I said to you about Pep. He can definitely believe he's won it. I think his problem is like he knows with what everyone says about it is true, that he knows that he should win the Champions League with the team he has. But yeah, I can't even hate, man. It is what it is. And yeah, Manchester City champions of Europe and treble winners, Haaland. It's quite funny, man. All the videos I did at the beginning of the season, and I said this quote, and I still believe it to this day. I said, Haaland won't make Man City better. They've already been winning leagues and stuff like that. But what he will do, it will give him something else in it. And when it comes to Champions Leagues and stuff like that, that's where they need the striker as a focal point, bro. They won the fucker, bro, with De Bruyne on the bench. Yes, doesn't. Where are we? Doesn't matter. 12. Oh, okay. Unfortunately, history is written. Winners. Great watch along. Big up, John. Every time, man.
And you know what? How about this though? It could matter still. We got some court cases coming up. So looks like there'll be asterisks by that history, possibly.
Could be absolutely. I can't lie. It would be crazy if they if they got stripped after this.
I would freaking love it.
Because you remember the first cases they got against them were champions. Was the UEFA run it? And,
yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the last game of the season, and now I want to ask the question because it's going to be from this team. I told you this, bro. Is Messi getting the Ballon d'Or, or is it one of these guys?
I don't think. I mean, no. Why would you? Messi's going to get.
Because
I get Haaland had a great season, set a record breaking season, but.
I'll tell you why I said it.
He did not. It wasn't like he was. The difference is Messi showed up in that World Cup final. I didn't see Haaland like dominate and show up.
I think Messi's going to get it, but I asked the question because I acknowledge the Ballon d'Or as a great accolade for a player to get, but I don't really rate the way people get it. Luckily, it's gone to the right person most of the time, but I still don't rate the way it's been voted for and stuff like that because I'm always able to predict it just based on who wins the Champions League and the league. So when last season, well, the season before last season, what just went, if Liverpool had beat Real Madrid in the final of the Champions League, Mane would have got that. And I don't think he deserved it that year. I think that was Mane's probably worst year at Liverpool.
Yeah, but I mean, there was this. I could argue also that there's the year that I thought Virgil should have won it. To tell you the truth.
No, you're proving my point. I'm saying I'm being unbiased. I'm saying I don't think if Mane had won the Champions League final, he would have deserved it based on the way he played that season. But I knew that he would have got it just based on he would have won AFCON, he would have won the trophy to Liverpool. It would have been a quad if we had won it in the league.
Yeah.
And the same with Benzema. We played him in the final, so I knew that as soon as he won it, I was like, Benzema's going to win the Ballon d'Or. and Benzema wasn't in the French squad at the time, so I'm expecting Messi to get it, and it'll be his last Ballon d'Or of all time. And I don't think Ronaldo will ever win it again. But it's just a question because I don't really rate the way they do the Ballon d'Or, to be honest.
No, it is. It's the truth. I mean, look,
I think Haaland's still young enough to get the young player anyway, which he will get. I think he's still young
Haaland
enough.
will get the young player of the
He'll
year.
get the young player one.
Yeah,
But the
but
question is it would have been without the World Cup. I reckon De Bruyne probably would have got it. But yeah, Messi will get it, I guess.
no, but there was that same year, the same time when when people were saying that Mo Salah could have won, the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah,
But it depends. I just
no, but
considering that
Yeah.
they rate that so many things get evaluated into the ratings, and they are doing what you just said. If
Yeah.
they're going to put World Cup performances in, Holland didn't even get to the World Cup. So
no,
I mean,
they don't put. This is the problem I have with it. It's clearly not based on performances. It's based on the trophies and the best player of. So, for example, if Real Madrid win everything, the best player who plays for Real Madrid will win the Ballon d'Or. Instead of that's just how they do it. If Man City win everything, and the best player so I know that the World Cup's different, and they'll probably give it to Messi. But then, if I'm being unbiased, even though I think Messi is the best player, you're giving it Messi just based on the World Cup because it can't be based on his league performances for PSG because he was just good. So there was nothing else won that season. And obviously, if a French person played for, if Argentine, Alvarez has more. He's got all the trophies. He's got a treble, and he's got the World Cup, and he performed in the World Cup.
yeah.
So that's why. So I'm not saying that like I rate the way they've done it because me and my son was joking about if Lautaro Martinez wins the Champions League, does he get the Ballon d'Or? That's how much
No, yeah, that's silly.
because he's in the Argentina squad, so he got the World Cup.
Yeah.
He won 2 cups already with Inter Milan.
But you can't. I think you can't necessarily. The reason why I differ from some of what you're saying is because Messi was integral in their winning the World Cup. Like it'd be a different story if he was just a bystander in that match.
I agree. But Alvarez was integral in their World Cup win and in every game he played. I know that Messi's going to get because obviously Messi scored penalties as well. But in those games, even the coach he changed their squad after the first game from Saudi Arabia. He put McAllister, Alvarez, and Enzo in Fernandez, and they changed the whole World Cup. And obviously it helped Messi because he didn't have to run as much. So I knew that obviously Messi's the guy, and he did show up in the big game, showed up in the final. But all of the other 3 I just said did, and one of them 3 play for Man City and have won everything apart from the League Cup. And Messi's won the World Cup and the French League. That's it. So based on their own metric, they'll change it because it's Messi. But based on their own metric, Alvarez should win the Ballon d'Or.
I feel you. I'm just saying that I think that the metric that I would utilize is something. So, for instance, I remember because we had one of those, where they do the fan fest, and they had it out in LA.
Yeah.
And I went out to LA to be a part of it. It was when I think we were playing Manchester United that match, and I got to ask the 2 Robbies a question on air, actually, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And the question I asked is, do you believe that Mo Salah should be considered for the Ballon d'Or now, considering his performances, considering the run that he's on, considering that so many years he's been Golden Boot, but he hasn't even gotten any real recognition for any of it,
Yep.
And it goes to what the chat has been saying too, which is a lot of times Premier League players despite being in quote unquote the best league in the world, they don't get the recognition as if.
Oh yeah, in 31 years of the Premier League, only Michael Owen and Ronaldo's won it in the Prem. That's it.
I don't think did Michael Owen win it while he was in the Prem?
Yeah, he won it at Liverpool 2001.
Okay.
Yeah. He got 2001 and then Ronaldo got 2008 and he left Man U the season and that was it.
Yeah.
Apart from that, all the other 29 people who have won it have been outside the Prem. And obviously, Messi and Ronaldo's won about, was it 11 between them, I think? So
but I also think that Messi Ronaldo situation is a lot of it is popularity. It's like it's a matter of just the popularity of those two players. So then it ends up being a position where like it ends up being a position where players don't get the proper recognition that they should be getting.
I agree. I would say that like two, maybe one for Messi and one for Ronaldo felt like it was definitely based on popularity. But to be fair, the rest of them,
Didn't Messi say?
I do think.
Didn't Messi say that he should that the year he won? I think it was the year that he won over Van Dijk. I thought he said that.
Possibly he voted for Virgil. Messi. Yeah. Virgil lost that whole Ballon d'Or by 2 points, 2 votes.
Which would I think the reason why the Ballon d'Or has lost a little bit of its what do you say, its stature or like its credibility is because of that.
Yep, I agree. Because even the when Modric won it, even though Modric is great, he shouldn't have won it that year.
Yeah.
And then Lewandowski didn't get his because of COVID, even though he was the best player.
Yep.
So they change stuff up all the time. I think in 2006, Henry was the best player. He didn't get it. He went to Cannavaro instead because they won the World Cup. But Henry was the best player. He was unplayable that season. So yeah, back in the day, it felt a bit more what it was, and to be fair, like everything, the more time goes on, it gets more political, not less so.
But it is, and Anna makes a great point. You know, it comes down to popularity, it comes down to the sponsorships that are involved in it, comes down to the marketability, you know, and a lot of times, you know, you're going to tune in when you have possibly two of the biggest players that have the biggest fan bases that follow each of those players. Yep. Yeah, you're going to get eyes. Or you're going to get eyes on your telecast simply on the pretense of, oh, I'm going to watch one of these two players win it. So
exactly.
But yeah, well, I appreciate you letting me hop on.
Oh no, man, you already know this love, bro. I enjoy it, man.
Yeah, man. Even though we both had watching City win anything is kind of.
I'll be 100. I'll be 100% honest with you. I don't care, bro. I don't know why it doesn't bother me. It probably should. I think I'm so used to it now, and I don't know what it is, bro. You know what? I never throw out the money thing with City. I don't really care, even though I know what it is. But maybe that's what it is because I was the same with Chelsea. Unless Chelsea played against Liverpool and beat us for something, I didn't care that they won. Ever. But Man U up there.
And then before I jump off, let's have a quick little real quick, because now you just hit my trap card. Like, you don't think that the money, you don't rate the money as having an impact on
Man City,
on City, or even Chelsea when they had it, and they still do.
It's the biggest impact.
Yes. Okay.
Oh yeah, of course, bro. Like,
okay.
If you buy,
I want to make sure I heard that right. Okay. Yeah.
No. If you buy the best, I don't know, man. I know you've done like nightclub work and all that stuff. You go and pay for the best DJs, the best promoters, and then you can pay all the money to bring in the best people for like to turn up to the nightclubs and stuff. Then of course your nightclub, after about 5 years of doing that, it's the best nightclub in it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, but here's the difference. I could do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if the money doesn't matter to me, then you can properly do that.
Yes.
And this is what I mean by that. You can properly do that in the sense of if the money ain't a thing, and I can just throw it out, not looking for a return.
Yeah.
I can go out and bring in your Tiesto or bring in like whoever is the big Cascade or whoever is the big DJ, you know, and not care that I'm losing money possibly, you know, and. But there's a difference, though, if I got to go out there and say, oh, but we got to make money, then you're looking at it differently, you know? And that's why, like, yeah, the money makes a huge, huge difference.
You know what I'll say? I think for me as a footballer, I mean, from as a football fan, where it means that I tell you where it's hardest to challenge against somebody with that much money. It's not always just on the ability on the pitch, because I've seen teams with loads of money be rubbish. Because I do rate Guardiola's tactics. I do rate their team as a football team anyway. But I tell you where it changed everything. It's not now. It's the first part of Guardiola coming in. You know that when he came in, Leicester won the league in it that season, and I watched him be able to pay like. Remember, this is 2016, 17 now. I watched him be able to pay 50 million for right backs, bro, which was unheard of. Like no one. And then when it went wrong, he just brought another one.
Right.
That was where the Ake cost 50 million, and he's been on the bench for about 4 seasons, bro. Like he's only just become like I rated him at Bournemouth, but he's only just become the guy. The season what just went before that, you remember as a Liverpool fan, if you found out Ake was playing, you was happy, bro. You're like, oh, Ake's playing. So you was able to Liverpool never, and it will never happen unless we get taken over, would never be able to buy Kanate for 50 million and leave him on the bench for 3 seasons and play him like in League Cups.
Look at your crack Grealish, bro.
Look at
look at your crack Grealish.
Bro,
crack Grealish was 100 million.
100 mil.
Sat the bench.
100 mil, was able to come in, score 4 goals and 3 assists or something like that.
Yeah.
Minamino comes in, wins us the League Cup and FA Cup, and everyone's still complaining about him.
How about this? How about the fact that people are still complaining about Nunez? Okay.
Yeah.
Who cost less money? Who scored more goals? Okay. And contributed and was a part of the season more than Crack Grealish.
Bro.
And by the way, I love that name. But like, but yet, you know, that's those are the narratives and agendas that I speak of often nowadays. Is that it doesn't make sense. If people are complaining about like his performance or what he's doing, this blah blah blah, and it's like, yeah, I mean, I somewhat nowadays try to take away the price tag that is put on players. I try not to use it either against or for them. It's hard not to, but yeah, realistically, I you know, it's they don't have a say in how much they go for.
No, no, they don't. No, they don't. Just think that like we're splitting hairs at the moment because we got McAllister reportedly for like 35 mil or whatever. We're looking at like Kone and Thuram for like 35, 40 mil. Right. And I just want to let you know that Ake costs more than all of them.
Yep.
And Carl Walker costs more than all of them.
Yep.
So me and my friend were talking about this. In fact, you would have a good conversation with my friend. He's a Man U fan, but he's very knowledgeable on football and that. He's not too biased, really. Okay. And we were speaking about this, and he was saying the other day that like City over the last 2-3 seasons, it will come across that the spending correct now because they are. But he said that wasn't the problem. He said it was the head start they got when they weren't playing by the rules. He said they've been playing by the rules the last 3-4 seasons.
Yeah,
which has got them to the position, and the position it's got them to was that the fact that they've had Diaz and Laporte and all these players. So now they're actually comfortable for a few years, bro. They don't need. So this transfer window will happen now, and Liverpool will go out and try and buy 4 or 5 players, and everyone will be like, "You Liverpool fans can shut up now. Your FSG spent money. You can't complain." And Man City will go and buy 1 player, and then when you try and argue with them about something, they'll say, "What are you talking about? Our net spend is less than everyone's in the Prem, and we've only brought 1 player." Well, yeah, because you have the best team already, and they've always had the best team. So when Guardiola came in, even though he had to spend some money, that team what he came into could have won the league twice over before he changed anything because he had the best team. Still had Company and David Silva and stuff like that, and Aguero.
Well, it's like if we were playing Monopoly, for instance, and allegedly you've been cheating for the last 5 turns around the block, stealing money, putting money in your bank, you know, doing all these different little things, allegedly.
Yeah.
And then on the 6th turnaround or the 7th or the 8th turnaround of the board, all of a sudden you're like, look, I'm playing by the rules. But yet the hotels and all the bank that you just built up, we're supposed to pretend like you don't have them, like you don't have those assets.
Yeah, I think the easiest analogy to give Man City is the fact that I know from the fitness industry that you can't just take steroids and and be in shape, and you still have to work your ass off and stuff like that. But
Right.
but if you do work your ass off on steroids and I work my ass off, I can't beat you in a bodybuilding competition. Never in my life.
No.
Bro. Doesn't matter what I do, I can't. And 5 years down the line, when you come off steroids and you're natural now, and you're still bigger than me and more in shape, and then you say to me, listen, you just need to work harder, bro. Look at me. I'm like, yeah, but you was taking steroids for 10 years and now you're not. So what do you want me to do? And that's what it is. They still have to work. They still have to work. Guardiola still has to do the tactics and stuff like that. They still have to play good football, and that's why it's not the players' fault. But I guess as a football club, that's when you look at them different. But I knew this day was coming, man. Watching Gundogan with the trophy, he's been great this season. I'll tell you that he's been top draw, man.
I'm just glad that he won the trophy.
Just let the record show them that Alvarez got the Prem.
Is Anna? I take it Anna might be a Spurs.
No, she's Anna's a Spurs fan. Anna's a Spurs fan.
Yeah, that's a shame because he's possibly been one of their best players.
Yeah,
I wouldn't put him over. Obviously, Kane had a sensational year this year. You know, that just the only reason why it's going overlooked is because of what the Cyborg brought this year.
yeah, Kane's had a great season.
Oh my god!
But yeah.
Yeah, is it just me, bro? I mean this. You know, I'm not even trolling. Look at the fireworks.
Not even the pyros care about them.
Why is going?
Oh no, I turned it off. I'm sorry.
No, I swear to you, 12.
There's
Free fireworks came out, bro. When
not even the pyrotechnics care about this trophy, bro.
Listen, man, I'm not a hater, innit? They want it, whatever, man. Just know
Whatever
that
they wanted, yeah. Congratulations.
I don't argue with City fans anyway because there's nothing to argue about. And
I mean, there's only like 12 of them. So I mean, like
like well done, man. They've got
they can't even put 12th man. They put 11th man, 10th man.
For Man City's own sanity now, for their fans' own sanity, they can now enter the chat and not get rattled. Because if you want, bro, you should think about it. You shouldn't really be able to rattle a Man City fan, considering they've been winning everything. If I was a Man City fan and someone other fan was talking to me, I'll say, "Shut up, bro." And you're like, "Oh, money, oil," and I'll be like, "Yeah, you see the trophies we've got? Shut your mouth." These lot will argue with you, and you mention the Champions League to them, and they lose their damn mind, bro. They lose their damn mind.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. This is going to take a big monkey off their back, basically.
Yeah.
This is going to be that.
I told you, bro. Man City fans did not, bro. Most of them don't care about the Champions League, bro. They've still got like championship mentality, bro. Go and ask Man City fans if they care more about who did they beat, Oldham or someone to get to the Prem. Ask them if they care about more about that than this game, bro. They'll tell you that the championship game means more to them, bro. That they've been on that, bro. That's how they think. Grimsby or whatever.
That's because that is a testament of their heritage. That's a testament of their club history, and that's why when a lot of times I saw the little it got nasty too. I'm trying to think of what the guy does. This is football. Was arguing. You saw that?
Who does this? Is that the one who just shouts all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just shaved his head off because of the Bellingham thing. I just saw that still.
Yeah. He was arguing with I think it's Steve. I want to say, is it Steve? He's like the big
Blues fan.
Yeah, he's the.
Yeah.
Or no, he's like that. He's the big He's
the Man City fan, Steve. Yeah. That's Steve.
So they were having a debate, but they were getting into arguments, and you know he was utilizing the whole like your club doesn't have heritage and everything else, and he was fighting back and everything else. And I will admit that like it did. You could see a lot of what you're saying, which is that mentality that they have.
It is.
That trigger word is Champions League. That trigger word was you don't have heritage, you don't have this, you don't have that. And, you know, like, what was your club before the oil money came into your club? You were.
You just got to remember that, like, 3-4 seasons ago, Man City were booing. Well, 2 seasons ago, they were booing the Champions League anthem.
Yeah,
they were booing it, bro.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm anyone who's watching this as well knows what kind of fan I am. I mean this. I'm looking at their fans, and you would never think they just won the Champions League, bro. I swear to you, bro. I saw they were more excited with the FA Cup last week.
Yeah.
They don't look like they. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Like a big testament will be what kind of turnout they have when you just won. You just got a treble.
Yeah, maybe the fact that some of their fans don't look happy is because they've only just become City fans, bro. So they don't feel it. You know, like if I don't know. You know, like if you're from a different, you went to a different country and started liking one of the sports, like you started supporting some hockey team or something like that, Boston, and you don't feel it. They won the title the first time you got there. Just celebrate, but you don't really feel it. Like you have to certain feeling you have to get, man. But
yeah, but yeah,
yeah. How long's Pep got on this contract anyway, man? Flipping out.
That's a good question.
Yeah, big up, Anna. Hope you're well, man. Go get some sleep and enjoy your day tomorrow, Anna.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, man, let the transfer window begin, man. It's going to be interesting. And obviously, City ain't done anything in the transfer window properly yet because they've been thinking about this. Apart from Kovacic, who looks like he's going to come in. I don't know, but it's going to be very interesting. But Gundogan, man.
So Pep has agreed to a 2-year contract extension that has him committed to City up to 2025.
Fucking hell. We've got 2 seasons of him left.
Well, it says the deal will be structured as an initial 1-year deal with both club and manager holding an option for a further season. That means either party could choose to end it sooner if they want it. So he's got 1 more year at least. He's got next year, and if he wanted to end it next year, he could. And if you know what, though, I could see him doing that simply under the pretense that this was the only thing that he had to do to complete.
Yeah, I think now he can relax a little bit more, and depending on how next season goes, if it's one of them ones where it's like high blood pressure, then everyone's gone in for the Premier League, he'll want to try and get through that, and if not, he'll have a break after City and go manage a national team because he's completed football at City now, isn't he? So
yeah,
he's given from a Man City's point of view, he's given Man City fans something to argue with Man U about now because the only thing Man U can say to them is we've got more league titles, and Man City fans are just going to say, well, we wasn't in the league, so all you got over is longevity. And all you got over is longevity, and you got to remember, like, this is what I'm trying to say earlier, like, Man U fans think they can get out of it, but I grew up with Fergie dominating stuff, and let's not pretend like they didn't have all the money to buy players either, because they did. They were taking everyone's best players, bro. You think about that, man. Fulham's best goalkeeper, Van der Sar, went. Fulham saw Louis Saha, he went to Man U. Henrik Larsson went to Man U. Sporting's best player, Ronaldo, went to Man U. And we can keep going, bro. They just took everyone's best players when they wanted them. And if this was like 10 years ago and Fergie was at Man U, Harry Kane would have been at Man U 2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
So it is, man. Like, Guardiola, where's your daughter, bro?
Well, the narrative ends. Now a new narrative begins. Look, I think like now, if anything, Manchester United now have the issue of seeing themselves as not being able to hold that treble as some, at least, some illuminated title that they can hold over everyone else's heads anymore, especially in their own city.
The real question is Manchester blue? No, he isn't.
Yeah.
Good thing, 12, what we can hold on to. We never have to say that Liverpool's blue, bro. Because fucking hell.
That's for sure.
Man. If Everton got took over by some Qatari owners, I'm running for cover, bro. I'm not trying to see that.
Yeah, I mean, you can give it to. I've said this point before.
Yeah,
there was an era where the Prem basically was won every year by a Liverpool squad. Yeah. Not necessarily Liverpool. It was either Liverpool or Everton winning the Prem.
Yeah.
Or winning, not Prem, but winning the first
70s, isn't it?
Yeah. Or no, the 80s.
70s, yeah. late 70s, early 80s, and then Champions League was mopping them up then as well, man.
Yeah, and that's impressive. And I think I think it was like I think the only time that they didn't win was Arsenal won, I think, but that technically was the 90s. So
I think we won 19, 18 trophies in 9 years then.
yeah.
It's weird, isn't it? Because everyone mentions not that they shouldn't, but obviously people mention Bill Shankly more as Liverpool, you know what I mean? But he wasn't the most successful Liverpool manager of that time.
No.
I think Joe Fagan won 2 Champions Leagues and the leagues, bro. Just mopped it up, man.
Yeah.
But it was the philosophy, and that's why when I know me and you were speaking about it the other day because we see stuff a little bit different. When we defend Klopp, because it's more than just tactics and that's everything. Liverpool fans, if you live through Shankly, which I didn't, but when I watch videos of it, that's the guy in it, Shankly and Klopp. You see the similarities in it. And I don't ever want to go Liverpool getting winning a league, but we sack our manager. Then the next season we get a new manager. He wins the FA Cup, we sack him. I'd hate that to happen at Liverpool. I'd hate it.
Yeah. No, I agree. Big up M. Tarmizi. Yo, it must be. I know it's probably early as hell where he's at.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he's my dude. He's my guy.
These lot.
But yeah, no, you're right. There's a lot of times when people do this whole Klopp narrative, Klopp agenda thing, and what really ticks my box basically, or hits my trap card, I should say, is simply you look at the statistics. Statistically, Klopp is one of the best managers of all time for this club. Now, I get that he doesn't have the number of silverware that some of these managers have had, but he does rate against a lot of those managers. He's definitely, top 5. I mean, I know people though that rate Benitez, for instance, higher than they do Klopp at times, and I'm just I just don't understand that. That's when I think people get their feelings, emotions all wrapped up in it, and they don't really take it to be,
Yeah, I have to be honest, 12 man, because I'm I don't really care how people think of me as a fan, but I get lost in it sometimes because I didn't know that everyone felt the way they do, and I don't know if it's because of teams like City and stuff that they feel like it should be won every season, like everything should be won every season. Because I'm quite lenient to it, and I know it doesn't work like that. Yeah, I don't like losing Champions League finals, and yeah, when I'm arguing with a rival fan, I'm not going to say it's an accomplishment that we got to the final over you winning a trophy. But in the Liverpool fan base and as myself, I don't mind, bro. It's not an accomplishment, but I'll see it as a really good season, and then we move on from there and try it again. So for me, on the Klopp, yeah, it's a shame that all the finals he hasn't got to, he hasn't won, because if he did, he'd have about 5 extra trophies at Liverpool.
No, you're right. Yeah.
But I wouldn't say that. I still enjoyed every moment, and in the season when we were in the Champions League on the run up to it and not winning it, or when we was on the league and we run up to it, I didn't know we wasn't going to win. So why would I not enjoy it? I loved it. I couldn't help it, bro. 17-18 Liverpool. You would argue that football was better than 18-19 when we actually won, but because it was so exciting. So it is what it is, man. Yeah, I mean, it's not even against me as oh, well, you're not a winner then, and Klopp's not a winner. No, Klopp just sees that he's a bit more realistic with how things go as a cycle, and I, in myself, am a winner. But I can't control what Liverpool do on the pitch, and I can't control the stuff around it. So I just try and enjoy it, man.
That's that's my point. What I was saying is that when you look at Liverpool's history, Jurgen Klopp has the highest win percentage in all competitions of any manager in Liverpool history. And I'm not just talking about Premier League history. I'm talking about history. Okay, I'm talking about Paisley. I'm talking about Dalglish. I'm talking about Benitez. I'm talking about Barkley. I'm talking about history. So you look at that and you're like, oh well, people just brush that off. And then I'm like, okay, well then let's talk about the Prem. And then you go, best points per game record by Premier League managers. Jurgen Klopp is only second to Pep Guardiola. You know,
Crazy.
and that's pretty crazy considering what we just said. Jurgen Klopp has a better points per game record, okay, than Alex Ferguson. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's like one of those things. He does better than Conte, Mourinho, Mancini. Like those things are what I say are exceptional. And the difference is that Jurgen Klopp came into this club and did what he did, but he won our first. I get it. He won our first Prem in 30 years, but he did so, and I can't stress this enough. He did so against, when he also often put up against Pep, he did so by not necessarily having a club that already won it. City had already won the Prem.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
So it's not like Guardiola like took them from, obscurity and brought them into like this new realm of Camelot, Like
I get what you mean.
that's what I don't get where people make these conversations that don't make sense to me. It's just like you're not talking on the same you're not talking on the same footing.
I agree with you because my analysis of Pep, because I think he's great as a tactician and that, but I do believe that if Pep, he's won loads of trophies at City, and I do believe that if Pep didn't become City manager, I think they would have won maybe half to 3/4 of the trophies they won. They still would have won important ones in between that, but I still think they would have won trophies, bro.
Yeah,
I think Pep's won 5. What Pep won 5 prems, or Man City won 5 prems. That's it. Or they've won 7 prems. Yeah, they've won 7 prems. I think Pep's won 5. So without Pep, I think they would have won 3. That's my example of it.
Yeah.
Without Pep, I think they could have still won the Champions League because I think that was a mental thing more than the football because they had the best team. And without Pep, I still think every odd season they could have won the League Cup or the FA Cup. So he's great, but I do believe that, and I don't mean that they could have done it with a shit manager, but if they got another good manager in, because you'd argue that Mancini and Pellegrini weren't world-class managers, but they were really good. They won trophies on it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And that's the thing about it, is that, like, I think one of the biggest reasons why City is in the trouble that they are is because of, the way they handled the Mancini, the finances with Mancini. But just looking past that, City would have won exactly what you just said. City would have won because they had the components to win. They had the players. They already had the financial backing to win. And it wasn't a matter of like, hey, they got lucky on some occasion or something like that. It wasn't like they pulled some Leicester, you know. Like they were a good squad. And I think the biggest thing I wanted to say, and probably my last point, but the biggest thing I wanted to say is that you can have the argument, sure, but just by me saying, just because I say that I believe you got to give Klopp props, doesn't mean that I can't say, that doesn't mean that I'm saying Pep Guardiola isn't an amazing coach.
I get what you mean because I've seen everyone saying this season, oh, you know what, you probably should give Klopp more props because Arteta couldn't do it, and I'm like, well, I've been doing that the whole time.
Right.
I didn't need Arsenal to. So you're telling me I had to watch Arsenal fail at the last hurdle to show that what Klopp done was great? I already knew that, bro. Like all the trophies that I just said that I think Man City could have still won. Well, we can already tell the years where they wouldn't have won it. It was when Liverpool were 1 point behind them, because that was Guardiola. That was the Guardiola mentality. Even when I watched the documentary and I saw the way he was speaking about Liverpool in the changing room, I was like, oh my God, I didn't know he was this scared of us, bro.
Yeah.
He just kept mentioning Salah and Mane, and I'm like, yeah, they got over the line 1 point. They deserve to because they done it. But we saw the fine lines, bro, and how that season went. And, sometimes like some things are just written in it. Like Company scoring that screamer, I just knew it was over at that point. But that's 2 of the league titles gone. So
were you like me in the kind of like, I would say disdain or the dismay. I'm trying to give a proper word for
Yeah.
it, or just the contempt. I guess that's the best word for it. The contempt that I had
Yeah.
for mid-season.
Mm.
So many people often talking about, oh, well, Klopp needs to do this because Arteta's doing this. Klopp needs to do that because Arteta's doing this.
It's crazy, bro.
It was like so amazing that out of nowhere, Arteta became this like pinnacle of like what you had to base your club or what you had to base your manager and the performances that he got out of his club were all testament to what Arteta was doing at the very moment. Rather than say, has he won anything?
I agree, man. Because considering how people spoke about Arteta the season before when they bottled top 4, and even the Arsenal fans not wanted him.
Right.
Forget about Klopp. When they were talking about the best managers in the Prem, they just kept saying Pep's number 1, Klopp's number 2, and Arteta's number 3. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know about you, like this sounds kind of disrespectful to the rest of the managers because how did he get to number 3 off nothing? Like off the FA Cup. That's it.
Yeah.
'Cause I didn't get it, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I said I can't remember who I spoke to, and people are going to disagree with me now because Arsenal's flavour of the month. But I said he's not better than Brendan Rodgers, and everyone lost their mind, and I was like, I might, but how did he become better than Brendan Rodgers in one season?
Yeah.
Because Arteta's not had to manage. Arteta's not managed Swansea and Leicester, and not the good Leicester, but the Leicester where they couldn't spend any money at all. So he won the FA Cup with them, didn't he? He beat Chelsea in the final.
Yes.
So
Yes. He's got
won
an FA Cup too. I was about to say that.
Yeah, he's won the FA Cup. Arteta's won the FA Cup. Arteta finished second to Man City. So did Brendan Rodgers.
Yep.
The exact same way. And Brendan's got a better catalogue because he kept Swansea afloat and all this. He went to Celtic and then was unbeaten for the whole season and won every trophy in the one season. But somehow, Arteta, who wasn't Pep's number 2 4 seasons ago, is better than him.
Yep. Yeah.
Like, is Arteta better than David Moyes? Because David Moyes just won the trophy with West Ham, bruv.
Yep.
So people are quick to say stuff. Don't get me wrong. If you think this person's style of play at this current time is better than this team, that's fine. Because people say that about the Napoli manager. That's fine. But if you're talking about overall catalogue as a manager, you must be absolutely crazy, bro. You must be crazy to think that Arteta is better than these managers, bro.
Absolutely. That's again what I go by, that whole narrative of sometimes people just don't want to accept facts. They just want to dwell in their feelings, you know?
Yeah.
That whole, they're all going to laugh at you. They're all going to laugh at you. They're all going to laugh at you.
I think like
it's into their heads.
Because people just make up narratives of what you should and shouldn't say. Sometimes they just go along with it because I guess it sounds right, innit? So everyone has an opinion, so I respect it. I don't respect everyone's opinion. I'm just telling the truth. I don't respect everyone's opinion. If you're speaking common sense, but we disagree with each other, that's fine, and I respect what you're saying. But if you're just gonna talk nonsense, and I'm just like, I'm not really gonna do this with you. And I'm not of the opinion of like bringing my own team down constantly, which is all I've seen this season. And I don't mean within the moment you're passionate and stuff like that. I'm talking about we're doing player ratings and stuff days after. We're doing videos on the weekend, and Liverpool's just won. We just won 7 games in a row and drawn 2 or whatever. People were like, "There's no improvement." I'm like, well, clearly there is, because we just like the only other
9 games.
The only other team to go on that run all season was Man City. So
exactly.
Clearly there is. So I'm just saying all of this now. And I'm like, so you just want me to be mad and whatever about Klopp because of this? And I'm not going to do it, bro. Like, even with the video we did on Gakpo and Nunes, of course there was a lot of tongue in cheek about that because Ends
I like both of those players.
Yeah, because Ends made it a versus thing, and we said in the back before I started, I said, obviously I love both of these players, so I know what's funny, so I'm just going to talk on it. But at the end of the day, bro, like, people were getting me to, when it mattered in games and player ratings and that, just to cook Nunes and that, and I'm like, nah, I'm gonna support this guy till he starts banging in all the goals, bro. I love it, bro, because I said the passion he has on the field is my kind of player, bro. I love it, bro.
Exactly. The mentality he brings is the mentality that his mentality is a definite Liverpool mentality in that he
Bro.
brings intensity. He brings intensity.
Watching Nunes scream his head off like he won the World Cup for a charity shield is one of the best moments I've ever seen, bro.
Yeah,
Because I'm like, he's basically saying to you lot what.
Yeah.
The other countries, whatever trophy they win, they celebrate it. They always do.
Yeah.
Whatever where they win. In England, well, we spoke about this. Everyone starts talking about plastic trophies and all this business and all that stuff. And for them foreign players, they're just like, nah, we come from countries where we celebrate everything, bro. Like, this is massive.
Everything, yeah.
And that's why when even what I said that I didn't respect, I just said it's because the trophy at the moment doesn't have much history to it, the Conference League. But when I saw the Roma fans last season, the way they were crying over it, I was like, oh, didn't even think about this, bro. And I saw the way he was parading it, and I was like, no, this is massive to them. And then I think it was in the country was watching, me and my son was watching Danny Dyer, the actor, speaking because he's a West Ham fan. And he was saying, this is massive for us. And he said, I don't care what anyone wants to say in England. We are European champions at our level, and you can't take it away from us. And I was like, you know what? He's right. And I can't. And
he's absolutely right.
Yeah. Who am I to argue with a West Ham fan about it? I can't. In the season where Liverpool win nothing, I'm going to argue with a West Ham fan about winning the Conference League. I'm not going to do that.
No, you're absolutely right. That's the point. And like, this is also a West Ham team that was ready to sack their manager.
Yep.
This is a West Ham team that no one really had any like beliefs could possibly was on the verge of possibly getting relegated at one point. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean, like, but it goes back to what you were saying earlier, and this is why I keep beating the drum when it comes to this point, is that when I was talking about #71, when I was talking about getting into Europe, and I did say Europe, like we were in eighth place. There were people that were talking about us being a mid-level team, mid-table team.
Yep.
And yet here you are pressing and putting out in the universe, if anything, about this whole like belief that the character, the worth of this team is better than what we're presently seeing, and believing that it just takes a spark and some rhythm, and to actually get them to the place where they deserve and pretty much rightfully should be, which was what we saw towards the end of the year. No one was saying that we would even be in contention of getting top four.
Yeah, I agree.
Much less being in Europe, period.
Yeah.
No one. And if there are people, I would love to see their tweets or their hashtags or their blah, blah, blahs about what you or about what I was saying. Oh, God. Oh, my God.
This is the picture, bro. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. When it was on Twitter, bro, obviously the LOL wasn't there on Twitter, bro. It was just, what I mean?
Oh, my goodness.
Told you, bro. This is crack. Now you understand, bro. This one was Black Grealish, bro, but,
Wow. I think we need to end the stream there, or at least I need to walk away.
Yeah. Let's get off, man. That's enough of City, bro. It's even crazier. I'm telling you, they took off any other team that wins the Champions League. They've got a whole program ready after. They just took it off. It's not even on.
No, that's because it's City. Man City does not have the fan. There's a reason why, despite Arsenal falling off a ledge, okay, from their competing for silverware, realistically competing for silverware, okay. Despite them falling off, they already had built up such a phenomenal fan base, okay, that when it comes to when they are in competitions, you'll see much more of a presence online. You see more of a presence by the legacy media that ends up putting up things to kind of give them their props, because they understand that fan base out there. There's that many people out there that will watch the segment, the program.
Yeah.
However, when you don't have a real you don't really have heritage. When you don't really have much of a fan base. When most of your fan base are just not most, but a good number at least are just bandwagon fans that just got into football, and the reason why they like your team is because they're winning. You know, like if that's the case, then yeah, you're gonna have the situation where, you know, your telecasters are gonna be like, all right, turn the lights off and let's just keep it moving. What's the point? So, but big up to Manchester cheaters. I mean, I keep doing that. Manchester City, and big up to Manchester City and on your Champions League win. Thank you for having me on.
Man. All right, anytime, man. Big up to the chat. Thanks for everyone sticking around, man. More content to come. Obviously, the season is officially done now, and there's no more games, and then we'll see, man. Transfer window is not even open properly yet. We'll see what happens next. And yeah, man. I'm not going to do the congratulations things because the rivals and it is what it. I don't. I hate when people start tweeting stuff. Oh, congratulations, City. No, I'm not going to congratulate you, bro. But
exactly, bro.
They are what they are. So yeah,
you
already know the vibes, man. Big up everyone in the chat. I've been your boy Hugo the Savage. 12th man, we out, man. Peace.
Musical my boy up on the
Yeah.